What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to get into the rest of the episode, but first, Chicks in the Office is presented by Microsoft Copilot. Before we get into everything we have to talk about, we need to talk about the thing that is keeping everyone's lives organized right now, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot.
You're absolutely right, because the world moves fast. Your workday even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work, built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use, helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize so you can cut through the clutter and have a clear path to your best work, whether you are working on something for your job or school, or you have a new hobby, you're writing, you're enjoying, you're having fun, but there's a lot of that busy work you want to eliminate. Well, Microsoft Copilot has you covered for you to really get your best work done.
There you go. So learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot. All right, everyone. It is Friday. We're headed into the weekend.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
And this Friday Energy is presented by Planet Fitness. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We do have a great episode. Now, last week we said that Wednesday and Friday's guests were really like, people were freaking out about the guests that we had in studio. Now, today, on today's episode, we do have Carl Radke, who is fantastic.
Yes, great.
And we love
chat with
Carl. And honestly, it was such a great conversation.
Yeah.
That is not the interview that we were referring to. That will now be on Wednesday.
Yes.
And you guys will see what we mean when it comes out, and you'll laugh.
I feel annoying that we were being so ominous about this one, but it's just like...
It's just funny. It's a cute thing.
It's funny. It's cute. It's not real. Like, it's not super serious. It's not like Rachel and Dylan. Like, but it's fun. And just with the way... with what this person is promoting, it just lined up that we needed to move it actually to next week so that we could keep the interview intact. Or else we would have had to edit some things out, which would have been unfortunate because it was fun and it's quick. So, you couldn't even lose that much time. So that's going to be on Wednesday. But we've had a lot of great interviews. We got Carl today. He's got so much going on. The book, the bar, soft bar, the Summer House, his new podcast, tons to talk about.
Yeah, Carl is a sweetheart, and we love talking to him. So I'm looking forward to everybody listening to that, because it was really great conversation. And we have some other interviews coming up, but just wanted to note that because we did hype it up last week, but now it will be next Wednesday. And then on top of that, tickets are on sale for our tour. We want to see you there. We cannot wait to hang out with you guys. You can find the link in the description to the tour tickets, or online, Chicks in the Office Instagram. You can find it all there, link in bio. And then on top of that, one more programming note, the Same Page Book Club is out now. First episode is out, comes out on Thursdays, twice a month. So you can follow the Same Page Book Club on Instagram and the Spotify feed, the Apple feed, everywhere you listen to podcasts. We have our own feed.
Please subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, follow, listen. We love discussing the books with you guys.
I had a lot of fun with that first one. I thought it went really well. Not to toot our own horns, but I thought it was I think it's a great episode. I'm excited to keep doing them.
I am very excited too, and honestly, I was inspired because Kelly in that episode brought up Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
And by the way, I really was calling it Wuthering Heights for a little bit. Just by
looking at it?
I don't even know why, like my mouth just didn't want to say Wuthering.
Yeah.
And it would go Wuthering.
Yeah.
And I would like to make that correction.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it last week, and I mentioned last week on the podcast, I'm like, why am I finding this hard to say? And now that I've said it a lot more times, because I never said it before in my life until this past week, it is flowing off the tongue. But I was inspired by Kelly. I really, and also because of the premiere, Margot, Robbie,
comes
Jacob
out next
Elordi.
week or 2 weeks, February.
Right. It comes out Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And the premiere just happened, and there's so much discussion about Wuthering Heights. And so I said, you know what? I got to even look into what this is about, because I don't even...
To be honest, I don't know either.
I don't have any idea. And so
I just know that there's... Isn't there a Heathcliff? Or is that a different story?
Yes, that is him. I think Jacob Elordi.
That's all I know.
Margot plays Kathy or Catherine. She
Yeah.
was calling herself Kathy.
Heathcliff. That's all.
Heathcliff. And
I don't really know anything about it either.
I was reading about how like the book is really just a bunch of horrible people doing horrible things to each other.
Yes.
And those books and movies can be really fun.
Yeah.
You know, like Succession. They were all bad. I mean, that's weird comparison, but like you wanted to watch them and you like watching bad people do bad things to each other in movies and TV shows.
Right. And I feel like this was a story that when it was even referenced in pop culture, when people would be like, oh, like he's her Heathcliff or like whatever, it had like a negative connotation that it just made, anytime I remember hearing about it, it was like, oh, well, it's not like a happy ending. So I'm like, I have no interest then.
I do, because when something like this that's like so toxic and gossipy and all of that from the 17th century, I'm like, oh my God, I'm interested.
So you're ready to crack open some Bronte.
Yes. So that leads me to, I was like, I might pick up this piece of literature and read it. Now, I then looked further. And apparently reading it is really hard.
I would imagine
and
so.
Apparently there's a character, Joseph, where you just have no idea what he's saying throughout the entire book. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. So somebody could be listening and being like, that's totally wrong. This is just what I have read up on. And then I saw people talking about, because I was just reading like a bunch of forums about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I think I got to pick this book up. But then I saw people saying to read it in the modern English version.
Right.
But I'm like, feels
like a cheat.
Yeah, I'm like, am I
take it the easy way out?
Yeah, am I robbing myself?
Right. The full experience.
Of the experience.
Yeah.
Of some old English.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, you definitely are, but if it's really painful and unenjoyable to read it, then
I might get both versions.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad idea, where it's like maybe if there's some kind of cross-reference.
Go back and forth, you could check
and see how you feel. Is there like an audiobook of the old, like can you listen to the old English?
You can.
That could maybe be easier.
It could be, and I was actually thinking about that might be sort of soothing to listen to, but I really like putting my eyes to paper when it comes to reading.
Same.
So I'll keep everyone updated on the next episode of the Same Page Book Club.
Amazing.
About
see how you feel about it.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to do it a shot just for the sake of content, like just so I can talk about it.
Right.
On the episode.
It's a fairly long book, right?
I think it's extremely long. Kelly was like, "Listen, it is taking me a long time to get through, but I'm determined."
Yeah. Right.
I saw suggestions of just like cuddling up with a little blankie and a glass of red wine, you know, in the cold weather. And I thought, oh, well, that sounds nice, but I don't have a fireplace.
Put one on the TV and fake it.
True.
You know?
Never even thought of that.
Throw on that log.
Yeah,
that Yule log.
I could throw on the log.
Throw on the log on TV and turn the sound effects all the way up so it sounds like it's crackling in your apartment.
Well, if anybody has read it, please message me.
Yeah.
Because I would like to hear your thoughts. And if you suggest it.
Yeah. Because it's going to be, I will say, if it's something you want to do before the movie comes out, you're in a tight time limit.
I'm not too hell-bent on that.
Okay.
It's just caught my interest in general.
That's totally fine. I just didn't know if you were like, I want to do it before I see the movie. And then I was like, I don't know if you're going to make it.
No, by next January, I will still be reading Wuthering Heights. Like, it's more like a side study.
Honestly, it would be hilarious if for the next year, any like book club episode we do, or like any time somebody asks you what you're reading, and that classic, what do you keep on your nightstand these days? Wuthering Heights. It's been there for a while.
Just that classic Wuthering Heights. Just a couple pages a day.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I have a yearning to challenge myself in reading.
Yeah, fair.
Because I've never read like old literature like that.
Yeah.
Or I mean like in school.
Well, in school, I'm sure.
In school, but I just meant like from my own pastime, for my own pleasure.
Right, for sure.
And
I've never gone back to do it either because I just, in school I never really found it enjoyable, to be reading, Tale of Two Cities and things like that.
I have a greater interest now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now, moving on to the movie aspect of it, there's so much conversation around this because it's not going to be like the book.
Right.
But Emerald Fennell has made it abundantly clear that it is not going to be your exact adaptation of the movie.
It's in quotes.
And it's in quotes for a reason. So it says Wuthering Heights because you can't directly make that into a movie.
It's like, I think the characters have the same names.
Yeah.
Right? Do they even have the same names?
They do.
They do.
They have the same names. Margot Robbie was talking about how they had sort of like a bachelorette party. By the way, Margot Robbie, her and her friends sound like the greatest time in the entire world. Anytime she talks about her and her friend group, I'm like, they sound like the best friends. But she said that they threw like a bachelorette party for Catherine.
Yes.
And she screened Wuthering Heights at the very beginning of the night for everybody. And she was like, they just went feral. Like the whole time they were just screaming, frothing at the mouth at Jacob Elordi.
Oh boy.
And all of that. And so I think that piqued a lot of people's interest even more.
Yeah, I could not be more intrigued with where this movie is going to go and how it's going to be. And I am very intrigued by what it's going to look like because the chemistry that these two are selling us right now is out of this world. And of course, it is all very purposeful. They seem to be incredibly obsessed with each other, as people do when they're promoting a movie like this. And they do seem extremely close in reality, but also at the same time, it's like the whole Gaga Bradley Cooper thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited to see it all happen because the outfits that they are giving us are just incredible. Her press looks, she's never looked better. Like they're so cool because it's so unique and it comes like ties into the themes of the movie and the time period and the Schiaparelli dress she wore for the premiere. Oh my God, incredible.
It really was.
Just works of art.
Honestly, everything has been so stunning. I love the way she's styling her hair and her makeup. She wore a necklace from Elizabeth Taylor on the carpet for the premiere. Gorgeous necklace. Just a stunning piece. I feel like she's had really interesting jewelry pieces that she's wearing as well, along with the outfits. I find myself to be interested in more of
so cool
the jewelry lately.
Yeah.
You know, that people are accessorizing with, especially for this right now.
Right. It's the Cartier Taj Mahal necklace from the Elizabeth Taylor Archive and Estate. Richard Burton presented the jewel to Taylor in 1972 for her 40th birthday. In a red carpet interview, Margot said she and her stylist try to be intentional with what she's wearing and felt that the jewel's history made it an appropriate match with the dress. And then she completed the look with custom 38-carat Lorraine Schwartz diamond earrings consisting of vintage old-cut stones set in black and bronze and gold, and a 12-carat diamond ring from the same jeweler. She also wore some jewels from Fred Leighton. And yeah, I mean, just absolutely incredible.
Hell yeah.
The dress, the moment, the everything. Just, ugh.
Did you see how Jacob Elordi apparently on Valentine's Day covered her entire like dressing room or trailer with roses as a gift from Heathcliff?
Oh, goodness gracious.
So I wonder, you know, like that's kind of, is it crossing a line?
Is it Jacob? Is it Heathcliff?
You know, it's so interesting with actors.
Actors are so bizarre.
Just couldn't,
they really are.
Could never be me.
No.
You know, I would love to be an actor, but I just wouldn't.
Right, like you're sending a video to your husband. You're like, oh my God, look at all the roses from Heathcliff, and he's like, that's not a real person.
He's like,
Jacob do that?
So Jacob came into your dressing room, stuck in there, but roses in there, like
yeah. Like Jakey just ran up in there? Like, what's happening?
No, and I'm imagining the other side of it, where if my husband were to call me and be like, oh my God, filming's going great. Look at what Margot put in my room. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's very, where does the person end and the character begins? Mm-hmm. And vice versa. Yeah. Where does the character end and the person begin?
But this is just actors, you know?
Yeah,
they're used to this sort of thing.
It is.
They know what they're getting into.
And all these stories just continue to sell a movie, you know?
Of course. Like now, I'm even reading the book.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I ended up here.
Right.
I didn't even know I was interested in this whole thing.
But historically, I feel like a lot of times one of the people ends up like divorcing or breaking up, like after all this speculation. Happened with Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. Happened with
I'm trying to think of who else.
wasn't there like did Bradley Cooper? Yeah, he got divorced. Wasn't that after?
No, he was not
already
married.
He was
But he was-
dating Rena Shaikh, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they were. I don't think they like broke up like that. I don't think that
I don't think
was
he
a
was single during that.
timing.
He was
of
not
it.
single, no. But I think that they did break up pretty shortly after that. I'm gonna double check that.
So I feel like if both of them were singles, then it would have been like,
But
would they need to be together?
Yeah,
But people were singing it anyway.
But they never ended up getting together, or maybe we don't know.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm saying it like I'm their friend. No, they never got together. Oh,
Yeah.
they broke up in June 2019.
and when did?
Sources at the time cited differing priorities and spending time apart as reasons, with Shaikh focused on family and Cooper on his busy career after his film A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born came out in 2018,
Yeah, so they broke up.
October 2018,
They broke up the following June.
the following June.
So, I mean, they already did the filming and the press and everything, so it kind of was a little bit while after,
Yeah.
you know?
Was Lady Gaga still engaged at that time to no, or had she and Taylor Kinney broken up? Like when did that breakup happen?
You might be able to type this in faster on your laptop.
When Bradley Cooper or when
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. They were married or
Oh no, they broke up way before that. 2016 they broke up.
but she had another one with an agent in 2019, another relationship.
Yeah, but I think she was not. That's after.
That's
the
after
movie.
she
The movie came out in 2018.
yeah.
So
That's after her and Bradley's fling.
Who knows what happened on that set? All I
Do
know
you
is
remember
Bradley
that
believed.
performance at the Oscars where people were
I mean, it was
going
unbelievable.
crazy?
But here's the thing: like, we buy into it. You know, they're supposed to be selling us like that, and we're in it.
yeah,
I think they buy into it.
Well,
I don't think they know it's real or not.
I'm sure,
She
but
was
it's great
dating-
entertainment.
she was dating somebody during that time, February 2017 to February 2019. Christian Carino.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the agent.
Yes. Okay, that rings a bell now.
Uh-huh.
Well, we talked about this last week. I think Margot and her husband, like, they seem solid.
Yeah.
Margot's always going around doing this with her co-stars.
Is she though? I feel like I've never seen like this type
Not
of press.
this
Not
Right.
this. I'm saying like talking about.
Oh, like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, like the Brad
Yeah,
Pitt
she's had
thing
pretty high praise. And he's just like, I feel like he's industry adjacent. So he kind of gets it. Margot Robbie's husband is like a producer.
Yeah, he's
isn't
a
he?
producer.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like he is in the mix.
Yeah, I would like to say that I'm somewhat uninterested in Jacob Elordi, but I feel like maybe that'll change after this movie.
In what way? Just in everything?
He like doesn't, you know. I'm not like, oh my god, he's
Yeah.
stunning.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna sincerely disagree with you, but
And that's and probably a lot of people will, but I also think
yeah. I mean, he's incredibly tall and handsome.
I think it's like a sort of his personality.
That's fair, but then I see some clips where I'm like, I feel like we just don't get to see.
Maybe we just don't get him,
We just
or I don't get him.
I think we just don't get to see the real him all the time.
We
you
saw
know, I
the
think
real him.
I think he's different.
That one time.
Yeah,
And it wasn't like, whoa.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? But I feel like
But he is very tall and handsome,
he is very tall and handsome,
objectively.
objectively, yes. But I don't know. Even in like interviews and stuff, I feel like he's holding back his
Right, like he's just not like funny.
right. If he has like a fun side,
Right, like what's his sense of humor?
right. It's got to be somewhere in there. There were
Has
some
to be.
moments I thought I watched his Actors on Actors with Gwyneth Paltrow. Mm-hmm. Right?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Man, the amount of questioning I'm doing of because
because
the
she
two
was
of them did it
talking to
together.
him about
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
like she was like, oh my
Yes.
she was like my
Yeah,
mom
just like my
friends
mom-
are
yeah, right,
freaking out
right,
about
right,
you.
right.
She said
Yeah.
her children were
Right.
very jealous too.
Yeah.
Right. And he was like, it's always my mom. It's my daughter or my daughter. It's never,
Yes.
you're never like, I'm, which I thought he was very charming in that and came across like much more likable in a longer form setting. But yeah,
Maybe-
no, he's just like,
Maybe I'm stuck on him dissing the kissing booth.
He's like a
yeah, I will
pretentious
say,
actor.
you know what?
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
find that every time we talk about him, that comes up with you. Like you're never going to let him forget that.
As I learned from the hills, forgive and don't no, that's
Yeah.
not what it was. Sorry, I'm fucking that up. Anyways, I can forgive, but I don't
Forgive. As I learned from the hills, forgive.
As I learned from the hills, absolutely nothing apparently. No, like I can forgive, but I'm not forgetting.
Yeah. No, for sure.
You
for
know?
sure, for sure. He'll come back around on that, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's very in the moment, angsty, I don't want to be known for that, blah, blah, blah. And like, I think he'll come around to that eventually.
It kind of worked in his favor though, because now he has been in critically acclaimed films.
The man's nominated for an Oscar.
And he's nominated for an Oscar for Frankenstein. Like
crazy.
It has been proven to be right by him.
Yeah.
Reggae Jean Paul had sort of like maybe not what he wanted to happen
For sure.
after he
How does
sort of
Austin
said that
Butler
about
handle
Bridgerton.
the like? Is he the same way as Jacob Elordi, where it's like you were in Disney, like blah blah? Like I feel like I haven't seen him talk about that either.
Jacob Elordi was never on Disney.
No, I'm just saying like not Disney, but
It's sort of like, you know, like a young
in like a thing that you wouldn't be like proud of necessarily or like critically.
Oh, I feel
acclaimed.
like Austin Butler has been a little bit more open to talking. Like I don't think he's ever been like, don't talk to me about Sharpay's.
I don't want to talk about the
yeah,
Carrie
'cause he's still like good
Diaries.
friends with Ashley Tisdale, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think he shies away from talking about anything. And I don't necessarily think Jacob shies away from it. It's just like that one quote that everyone holds on to of him being like,
Yeah.
I'm over it, you know? Yeah.
And honestly, it's one of those things where you have to be like, it's okay to want to move on
Yeah.
from that. And I'm
Right.
stuck in the corner being like, you should be thankful, Jacob.
Yeah. And I think also at that time, the movie was so hitched to that relationship. Him
Yeah,
and
Joey
Joey came
King,
together and then like they broke up.
People
so it's
forget.
like probably that too, that it's like they didn't want that to be aligned.
People do forget that those two dated.
I don't
Feels
forget
like
that.
Feels like years ago.
I feel like
I remember
Joey
the
King's been
exact-
silent recently.
Joey King?
Yeah, like, I feel like
Yeah.
I haven't heard her name in a while.
Yeah, I actually remember the exact spot I was in my Upper East Side apartment, watching the kissing booth for the first time, and then going down the rabbit hole of Googling these two and finding out that they were, rumored to be dating and seeing some like sneaky pictures of the two of them together and just being like, this is amazing.
Right. It was so exciting. Because
Yeah.
now this all leads back to the
Yeah,
conversation
yeah.
of when the two co-stars start dating,
Yeah.
everyone's involved and interested.
Yep, for sure.
But
for sure.
I am excited to see the movie, and I think that they're doing a good job selling it, especially with their looks.
Totally.
They do look great.
They're two objectively
Beautiful
Beautiful
people. They are. Like, you're putting two
drop dead
gorgeous
stunners.
humans together.
Yeah, exactly. We are starting out 2026 strong, and you know what makes me feel strong? Getting in a nice workout, going to the gym, no matter what it is. A walk, strength training, a little cardio, stretching. Planet Fitness has it all. If you are looking to get moving, Planet Fitness provides a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way on your own time. You can feel your strongest. They have some of the best in-class equipment that some of the more expensive gyms have, and you can go and really just do whatever your heart desires. Strength training, cardio, stretching. They have plate-loaded strength machines like hack squats, supine benches, and seated calf raises. Includes free weights, cable towers, Smith machines, upper and lower body strength machines, treadmills, stair climbers, and most locations are open 24 hours. Memberships start at $15 a month, and they have over 2,800 locations. So if you are feeling like you want to get moving, get strong, feeling good, Planet Fitness is there for you. We're all strong in this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting dressed every morning to go to the ski lodge. Like it's so fucking cold outside that I just like, I put on the same things. You can't wear, I wore boots to the Hilary Duff show. Oh my God, I went to the Hilary Duff show.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was so packed. Now, granted, I have only been to one other show at the Brooklyn Paramount, so I don't have much to put up against it. But I did see Olivia Dean there last year, and it was definitely crowded, but G and I walked in maybe 20 minutes before the show and got a pretty good spot on the floor. Like, we felt like we were in the mix. And Kelly and I walked in around the same time, and my God, it was wall to wall people. You could barely even get down the steps to get to the
so is
to
it
the
just
GA
like
area.
general admission?
It's all
standing?
yeah, it's all GA. The floor. And one of the bartenders, he was cracking me up. He was just like, "Yeah, man, classic Live Nation definitely oversold this." And I asked him, I was like, "Have you seen it this crowded?" He was like, "Probably only 2 other times that I've been working here. Like, that has it been this crowded?" So pretty crazy. It was such a fun show because she gets out there and plays what everyone wants to hear and a couple of the new ones, but it was like maybe 15-ish songs, an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. And then we were out of there. Like, it was like I was home by 10:30.
That's a dream. That's a dream situation.
Yeah.
How did she sound?
She sounds great. There's definitely, Kelly and I were talking about this, there's definitely some, and I'm sure it comes with nerves and just like now she's older and your voice changes and things like that. Like, some of the older ones, the backtrack is definitely a little louder than some of the newer ones that she's singing. Like, which is interesting because it's funny because you can kind of tell when you're at the show. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, the mic is on for this. And then there was some where I was like, a little harder to hear her.
Right.
But, those older songs, I think your voice is just so different. She's singing songs she was singing when she was 15.
Right. And by the way, in the Lizzie McGuire movie, when she sings "This Is What Dreams Are Made Of," it does not even sound like her at certain points.
No,
like, remember the mixing of that
they
was
did
so
mix it
odd.
weird. Yeah.
And it was like, wait, it's like a weird nasally part, and you're like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Drew Seeley?
They even do it. So she sings a song from Raise Your Voice, which we talked about because I just really was obsessed with that movie. And even in that movie, the scene that everybody remembers when she stands up in class and does like, and even that was like, this isn't her voice. Like, it was one of those things where it was like, okay, was supposed to sound like she's really singing, but it sounded produced in this moment. But no, it was great. She does a moment for With Love, which is obviously the viral moment on the Today Show and with the dance and the whole thing. And she brings people up and they all do the dance together. And she brought up a girl and it was her birthday. And Hilary goes, "Oh my God, everybody say happy birthday to Isabella." And Kelly and I went, "Oh my God, Isabella."
Oh my God.
We were
That's
dying.
a dream name to get up there and say.
It was funny, but no, it was really a great show. And my God, she looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
She looks incredible. I just was thrilled for her. We got dinner at this little restaurant around the corner from the venue. And I think her whole family was staying at the hotel. The restaurant was underneath the hotel. I think the whole family was there because I kind of turned around and I saw her co-star from Younger. Then they're best friends. And I saw her and then I saw the little kitties running around and I was like, oh my God. And Hilary had just posted that her family had surprised her and they had the whole setup, but they must have said to them hey, Hilary Duff's family needs to sit down. They need to eat. They need to get out of here quick. Because there's a lot of girls there waiting for or having dinner before the show. And we probably waited close to 40 minutes for our pasta to come out. We were like, uh-oh, I don't know if we're going to make it in time. And I was like, oh, you know what? The kitchen definitely got backed up because they got to go. Their priority.
Yeah.
Priority. I felt bad because some girls were like, hey, we need to leave and didn't even get their dinner, which was unfortunate. But it was at this Italian spot. Honestly, it was fantastic. My pasta was incredible. But it was so fun. And then they were all there. There's an upper balcony that has these little, set up, I don't know what's the right word. What are those called?
I was just saying that's where Lincoln sat.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Thanks for that.
No,
but yeah.
it's called no, not the mezzanine. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't really know what the little things that stick out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everyone knows what I'm talking about. On a balcony in a theater. And they were in one, and then Ben Platt was in one, and we looked up, and I was like, "Oh my God, Ben Platt!"
Imagine he stood up and started singing from the balcony,
and he was having a great he was fucking rocking out too. So it was great. It was a really, really fun show. Just hearing those songs again just does something to you. Just really seeing Hilary sing those live. I just never really thought I would have that opportunity to see her start a show with Wake Up. You're like, this is fucking incredible.
I know, that's so awesome.
So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But what I was saying was I wore cute boots, and I was like, why not even do this? I'm just stepping in sludge. They're my boots are trashed. I had to try and clean them immediately. But it's we're living in a ice globe because all this, it snowed, but now it's so cold that all the snow is just ice.
Yeah.
It's just giant patches of ice.
We got more snow coming, so don't worry.
I know, it's very dangerous.
Yeah,
all of it is crazy.
I don't think we're going to get more snow on Sunday.
Are you sure? I just checked last night. It still said snow on Sunday.
I think we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, and we'll be able to talk about it on Monday. But my guy says it's going to be a miss.
I didn't know that he was doing forecasts.
Honestly,
that
if it misses,
he's been right every time. Noah,
I'm so in on him if it misses.
Yeah.
This is the test, because now we know.
He was doing a Q&A last night.
It is going to snow, and he's the only one that's no, it's not. Trust me, guys.
I mean, if you open your weather app, it does not say it's going to snow.
So yeah, it did last night. Damn.
Yeah, I think it's constantly changing, but I don't know. Hopefully not. It's dangerous, the ice and everything.
Yeah. He did say last night, if it were to impact us, it would be late Saturday through Sunday. But the vast majority of models right now suggest the storm will miss us to the east.
Nice.
So he was just checking the weather app and reporting.
No, he's looking at models. Jerk. Why does he have to hate on my guy so much?
Anyways.
He's doing great work.
When it comes to the concerts now, I need a seat. And here's the thing. I don't even sit in it. I have to have the option, though.
Yeah.
We were talking about when we were getting the Harry tickets. Kelly and I were like, what seat should we get? And Kelly was like, I want a seat. And I was like, me too. I got to be honest, I don't want to be on the floor. And then Fran jumped in and was like, oh, I was going to say 4.
Well, at Harry type of concerts, the floor could be you're fighting for your life.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
As a short, it's
short,
hard
it's
to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Because you are constantly battling, seeing over other people.
I understand that. The floor is hard for you.
And it's hard for me for that. I also like to have a place to put my things.
Yeah.
My jacket, my bag, could place it on the seat, and I know it's right there. When you're on the floor, you got to hold your jacket, you got to hold your bag, you're in the mix, you can't see. It's fucking chaos.
I will say the coat check was full at Brooklyn Paramount when we got there, and Kelly and I were like, oh shit, we were in giant jackets and scarves and hats because it was so cold, and we just had to stand there with them on.
Right, and then on top of that, the coat check, you're going to stand in a long line, leaving the concert to get your fucking coat, and I'm like, I'd rather just keep it on me.
I know. I was kind of glad though, because we were able to walk right out.
Yeah, exactly. You have your jacket. But what if, you're dancing, you start sweating. If you have a seat, there's a nice place to put everything.
That was so cute. Did you see what
really
just happened there?
Yeah.
olives here for anybody that's listening and not seeing, but there's just not quite enough room on the chair for her to fully lay her head. But the ottoman helps to give her a little spot.
Yeah,
I'm super with you, especially in the cold months. You want somewhere to put your stuff. In the summer, I care less because you're really just walking in with your purse.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can make it work. But a seat is nice. I will give you that. But then you're just, you can't see Harry up as close.
I'm not gonna touch him. I could still see him.
You might.
Like
Sometimes you never know.
Yeah, at that point though, you
But the
just
thing
have.
is, if I get floor tickets, then I feel this pressure to like take advantage of them and get there like as early as possible and
I
be
won't
in the
do that.
very front. Otherwise, I'm like, what's the point of getting on the floor and standing in the back?
Where you can't
No.
see.
Yeah.
Hilary said people were camped out at the Brooklyn Paramount at 6 a.m.
Dedicated.
so that they could make sure that they got front row.
That's dedication.
And that's it. And believe me, it'll be even like the Harry situation is
Oh,
crazy.
They're probably
'Cause
already camped out now.
Yeah, well, they have to like set certain rules, but even when they do that, like even with when he was doing all those shows at MSG, it was like you can't line. They had a certain time where it was like if you were lined up before this time, you're going to be told to leave. But then the fans would like all get together and make like packs amongst the group of numbering like who showed up first, and then like you get back in line and you had to be in the right order, or like people would write their number on their hands. So it was like, I was
that's
here.
crazy.
No, it's nuts. It's nuts.
I would show up with nothing and be like, I'm not following these fake rules. Like,
No,
I'm,
it's not
I'm here.
that. Well, legit fights would break out. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, 'cause then people, like the normal person who's just like, I have a floor seat. Like, can I just walk in? Like, you have to deal with the crazies that are online who are like, no. I've been organizing this line for a full day. You don't have a number. Head on to the back, pal.
I'd be like, fuck your fake rules. You don't work here.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you just assigned yourself captain of this shit.
no, it happens. It happens.
It's like
I've
it would
dealt-
be like if the Club Chalamet.
I've dealt with that.
Let me tell you,
I've dealt with that with Jonas Brothers stuff.
concert
in years
culture
past.
is insane.
Yeah, it is.
And this is why I only go to concerts for people that I'm like really like
Yeah.
But the
obsessed
thing
with.
is though, like that's the problem. Like if I go to see Tedeschi Trucks bands, there aren't people fighting in the streets. Like it's pretty chill.
Yeah. Mhm.
Harry Styles, Tyler the Creator, those people are like the ones where like these rabid fan bases are like
Yeah.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Like that's not okay. Like I'm sorry. What? You're telling I am so thrown off by this. At first, when
Just
you
wait.
were,
We'll see. I'll start to send you TikToks
At
about
first,
it.
when you were explaining it, I was like, "Oh, that's nice." Everyone groups together and says, "Oh, you were here first. You can go in front of me." You know,
Yeah.
all that. And then as it went on, I thought, "Wait, so then when new people show up and they're trying to get in, the fake leader of the group is like, let me see your number on your hand."
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would go home. I would be like, I am not dealing with this. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos of the performance after.
I
Because
always
this
go back
is
to
insane.
that one night only concert, like that moment where like the crowd rushed forward. I thought like we were gonna be trampled.
No, and the edible kicked in, and it was like, oh my God, we're done. That's
Yeah.
it.
And that was, I mean, he was still Harry Styles, but like not close to like how big he is now.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times recently for shows at MSG where I just am like, I'm showing up when I'm showing up. I'm not getting there when the line forms.
Yeah, I'm not
and like
an
what, like I
early-
don't care about like being on the barricade, but even for I had floor seats for Dua Lipa, and it was great. Walked right up, had an amazing spot. Like, because sometimes it depends, like with the capacity. I've been at MSG shows where they fill it up more than other times, and then sometimes it's a little bit less, and then you can kind of like navigate it
I
better.
think in the last couple of years they've done. I
They've
don't know if
had
they made
less
it a
people
rule,
on the
but,
floor
like,
at
I know
MSG.
yeah, like they don't overflow it, so that
They don't
you can
overflow it,
always
yeah.
like find some breathing room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
But still having
but
an
yeah, it's
option
crazy.
to rest your
It's
legs if
crazy.
you need.
Yeah,
is
you'll
always
see.
a plus.
You'll see. It'll be like, hey, this show is on September 10th. The GA line will start outside of MSG at 10 a.m. Not before that. If you're there before that, you won't be able to get in line. But then you can be in the line at 10 a.m. and then you'll be allowed in at 6 or whatever. You know.
That's just so
Yeah.
insane to me. Like I cannot wrap my head waiting online that long. Like it's to go into the concert. I'm there for
Line
the good
culture.
vibes, the music. Like
Yeah.
oh my
It is
God.
weird, like the unspoken rules at concerts. Like now that you bring up, like you want to have the option to sit. But like I know at the Beacon, a lot of shows I go, the upper levels, like it's an unspoken rule of you cannot stand up. And if you stand up, people like start yelling at you. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, well, that happened at the college football game I went to at Hard Rock. They told the fans they couldn't stand up in certain sections, and guys were going. They were like fighting with the security guards. You're like, you're telling me I can't stand up for a football game?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they were like, no, like I mean, if a big play happens, yeah, you could stand up quickly, but you have to sit back down. And that I couldn't wrap my head around because it's like a sports game.
It's also like write that on the ticket then.
Right, because if you're going to a sporting event, sports game, if you're going to a sporting event, you expect that a lot of people are going to be in it, standing up and down because it's
that's I'm surprised
excitement.
by that.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was like, oh my god, I was fine to sit down and eat my chicken tenders, but the men were going. They were like, I want to stand up,
Fair.
Which fair.
But yeah, that's a quick talk on concert.
It was not a quick talk. It was a long talk.
It was a long talk.
That was a long talk on concerts.
It was a long talk, but Hilary Duff was great. But we're going into the weekend. We were gonna all be in Florida. We're not. You guys aren't gonna be in Florida anymore. No. I am going for the weekend.
My family kind of just like squashed the entire. So we were having. Honestly, I cannot remember the last time that my entire family was together for a vacation. Like, I'm talking like my brother, my sister, our husbands, my brother's wife. Like, I don't even know if it's actually like I cannot tell you the last time.
Yeah.
So we were going to do that this upcoming weekend and week, and we got a house and everything, and then my parents are already there, and they called up and they were like, it's fucking freezing here.
Yeah.
They were like, I feel like we should reschedule this whole, family vacation to a later date because I don't think you guys are gonna I don't know, like it's gonna be freezing, and my siblings have to travel with their kids, and they were like bringing your kids here when it's
right. It's not going to be like beach weather.
Yeah. So, and then my sister ended up getting sick, so it kind of was like a whole thing. So no, we're not going to Florida anymore.
Yeah, I'm going down for the weekend, and I'm excited. It'll be fun. It's the Tyler Cameron has his foundation in honor of his mom. They do a gala every year. And that is this weekend. And my parents and my brother's business, Mio, is a sponsor of one of many sponsors of the event. And so it was a pretty fun time. I wasn't able to go last year, but this year I'm headed down. I'm going to go. My brother's birthday's on Monday, so I'm excited. It's going to be a lovely time. Although, yes, it is going to be. We hit like iguanas falling out of the tree temperature. We're in a freeze. They're in like a freeze notice in all of South Florida that it's going to be quite chilly. So packing my jackets, like I'm just kind of having the same trip. But I'm excited. The gala Saturday Night Fever theme, so it's like everybody dress up.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yep.
Yeah, I literally wore like pajamas to work today. It's like a lounge set, and I was like, you know what? I can't bear.
No, I straight up
I cannot bear to figure out what the fuck to wear outside anymore. I'm putting on my comfy lounge set, and that's it. When guests come in, I'll put on jeans for them.
Yeah.
I'll dress up a little bit, but my God, do I just want to be cozy?
Absolutely. If I ski, this is what I would wear to ski. I've got like fuzzy socks on with Uggs, leggings. I have like a thermal underneath my fleece.
Yeah.
My hat. Like you're
warmed up.
This is the outfit you wear to go to the lodge to get ready to ski before you put your snow pants on and get out there.
Before you put the whole thing on. You have to. It's fucking frigid.
Yeah. So, yep. That's where we're at.
That's where we're at. We're going to get into the rest of the episode. It's a jam-packed episode. We have a wonderful interview with Carl Radke. We have a great game of trivia. And we also have Popcorner on today's episode because we didn't do it on Wednesday. So we're going to take all your voicemails. And just a reminder, tickets are on sale. And we want to see you there. We cannot wait to hang out with you guys. So let's get into the rest of the episode.
Truly Unruly is all the fruit flavor and light refreshment you love from Truly, just with more fun when you want it. I just cracked open a Truly Unruly strawberry smash. The strawberry flavor is delicious. When you and your crew are ready to turn things up a notch, Truly Unruly brings the fun with 8% alcohol. But even with that extra kick, Unruly stays super light and easy to drink, so you can hang out longer without feeling weighed down. You get big, juicy fruit flavor and refreshing taste with none of that overpowering alcohol bite. Plus, with more creativity and variety of styles than any other hard seltzer, there's something for everyone, perfect for sharing with all your people. So get everyone to try a little Truly Unruly. Get Unruly at a store near you or visit trulyhardseltzer.com.
All right, everyone, let's get into the pop corner. We're taking your hot takes, your voicemails, your opinions. Noah, play that first voicemail.
Hi, chicks. This is Rianne from Connecticut. First of all, before I get into my pop culture topic, I love Marty's videos, Ria, of making the coffee and the espresso, because obviously I hear you talk about it, and it's so funny to see him do it, so tell him to keep that up. But my question for you guys is, I saw this girl on TikTok post, you can only see one of these three following videos. You only can pick one. The Victoria Beckham wedding dance, Meredith Marks plane crash out, or Kathy Hilton's Aspen meltdown. Mm-hmm. I personally need to know what happened on this plane. Mm-hmm. I think about it way more than I should, but I'm dying to know what you guys would pick. All right, thanks. Bye.
Great question, because we talked about this. Like we texted about this because you sent me this TikTok.
I did. I do want to say Marty's going to be so ecstatic to hear this, because I have gotten multiple phone calls about this espresso video he posted, and now he wants to start making videos of him trying to perfect latte art.
Amazing.
And then have me
He's got to come
it.
up with like a barista persona. I think we should start calling him Mateo.
Mateo the barista?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Mateo the barista. Mm-hmm. Marty the barista is funny too.
It is, but he needs a little more Italian to
a little Italian mix to it.
Yeah.
But we were saying that we're going to make videos where he makes latte art and then I judge the latte art every morning.
Oh, amazing.
So we'll see what happens with that. But to answer your question, Fran and I did talk about this, and we were in agreement that we need the Meredith plane video. Listen, like, I can already assume what the Brooklyn Beckham, Victoria Beckham dance looked like. Yeah. She was nuzzled up in him.
It's been drawn for us.
Can you though? I want to see. I need to see it.
No, I feel like it's been described in enough ways, like the DJ talking about it and other people talking about it, that I can paint that picture.
Right.
The plane, they're not even giving us like quotes of things Meredith was saying. You know, it's like all the way they talk about it, it's like she lost it and she's saying this, she's saying that. But no one's like, she said this. And like, it's like, I want to know what was coming out of her mouth.
I agree, because also Kathy Hilton, we heard quotes and it wasn't great.
No.
You know, it really wasn't great.
No.
So I feel like we can, you know, we don't need to hear that one.
There's enough dots that have been connected on the other ones that you kind of have enough of a picture.
Right. I don't have a picture at all about Meredith.
The plane is a fucking mystery.
Yeah, I can't paint a picture in my head of what she was saying, what she was doing, how people on the plane were acting. Yes. I need that plane footage.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy we don't have cameras on planes. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
You don't think they do?
I don't know.
I mean, imagine like on like a Delta flight, there has to be a camera. Like,
yeah, but you would think that, but you never see like when an incident happens that they're like, let's go to the plane footage.
We have never seen plane footage
like
before.
Let's go to the plane security footage.
Yeah. At some point.
It's always people filming on their phones.
Yeah. I feel like at some point we would have seen plane security footage.
For sure. The amount of crazy shit that happens on planes.
I can't believe there's no cameras on planes. Like, that just hit me.
I gotta look that
up. Look that up, Noah. Do a quick search for us. Are there security cameras on planes? I don't know.
It's a public setting.
It says, yes, many modern commercial airplanes have cameras installed. These cameras are located inside the cabin, often for monitoring the galley or cabin area.
Interesting. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but maybe it's just like no normal person would ever have access to it.
Right, but wouldn't
unless
the airlines
some sort of
have
lawsuit happened.
Right, but there has to have been lawsuits before where they would want footage.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Never thought about that.
yeah,
Interesting.
I
I'll have to
agree.
look further into that.
yeah.
But yeah, we
Me
want
getting on the plane today, being like,
looking at all the cracks and crevices.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, we want that Meredith footage.
big time.
I saw another one that was like, if you had to live with one guy for the rest of your life, would you pick A, Stephen DeMarco, B, Tom Sandoval, or C, Jax Taylor? My thought, I went Tom Sandoval. Now listen.
Oh my God. To be honest, I'm going Tom too.
Because Stephen and Jax are like so evil.
Yeah.
And Tom very much did an evil thing, and I
Yeah.
believe he has evil in him as well.
Yeah.
I probably would just have to accept, okay, he's gonna cheat on me.
You have to be in a relationship with one of them?
You have to be in a relationship with one of them.
Oh my
But,
God.
You know, maybe Tom could talk about music and fashion or, you know, other things. I was trying to find any which way.
No, I think Tom. I think at least Tom can like have some fun.
Yes. I think Tom can
You know?
let loose a little bit, have some fun. Too loose.
Yeah. The other two, no way, Jose.
The other two are just plain evil.
You're locking your door every night.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no thanks.
That was a tough one. I
Oh,
saw too.
that
I saw,
is tough.
damn.
Jeez.
And you know when you get one of these videos online and you're like, I could just scroll away. But you answer it in your head like your life depends on it.
Totally.
All right,
Like, I
let's
have
move
to
on.
know.
You're like, I have to answer this.
Hi, Ria, Fran, and Noah. I'm doing this one more time because I forgot to introduce myself in the first one because I was just way too excited to talk. But I'm Brianna from the Bay Area, and I
Hello,
don't know
Brianna.
if you guys saw, but it looks like Club Chalamet has her new victim, Connor Storrie from
Yes.
Heated Rivalry.
How did we not talk about
believe
this?
That's going to be her next Timothy. I don't know if you guys saw, but she commented on one of his latest Instagram posts, and then I saw on all of the Timmy fan accounts on Twitter that she just made an Instagram account for Connor, so kind of like a Club Chalamet, but for her new victim. So just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Ria, I know you're very passionate about Club Chalamet, as am I. So just want to hear you guys' thoughts if you guys haven't discussed it already on the pod. And Timmy and Kylie must be very, very excited right now that they will have so much freedom after Club Chalamet possibly moves on to her next victim. But again, I do feel sorry for Connor because we all know how crazy Club Chalamet is. So yeah, thanks guys. And Noah, please disregard my last voicemail because I did not introduce myself. Okay, bye.
Great question. Please,
I forgot that we didn't talk about this.
Please, for the love of God, protect Connor Storrie from this mad woman. This mad queen. I cannot believe she has, created more.
But you could argue that this is good for his career because she kind of was on the train early for Timothy. Now he's the biggest actor in the world. Maybe she knows how to pick talent.
I think Connor Storrie doesn't need Club Chalamet for his career because he's already meeting with Luca Guadagnino for a film. So I
wonder if she already deleted it though, because I can't find the Instagram.
Is it not story time or something like that?
It is, but it's not. Because I found her tweet. The tweet, which was just incredible, was being sent everywhere, was I have become repulsed from the immature discourse surrounding Heated Rivalry and the lead actors and supporting actors. Haters invited me to create story times, which will focus on hashtag Connor Storrie, but will also include cool Hudson info. And then she tagged the Instagram story times, but it's not. If you search it on Instagram, nothing comes up. So I don't know if she's been turned away or they don't want her doing it. Sadly.
Well, it's not sadly. I'm actually happy that Connor doesn't have to be subjected to this.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean she's not going to be out in the streets trying to find him every which way she can. So he better get some beefy security. He's honestly pretty beefy himself. But yeah. He's like, somebody put me in contact with Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet thinks it's for, some
Chalamet's
acting questions.
I'm going to send you my security guy's name.
Yeah. He's like, oh, he just wants to learn from me. I just need advice about how to handle Club.
I was really trying to find.
I feel like everything she does should be just Club Chalamet. Like, why is she gonna change? Like the account.
It could have been Club Connor.
Yeah, Club Con. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
We
it
need
should be
this.
Club.
We need the C's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want her to be doing it at all for anybody else.
Yeah, you can't. You're Club Chalamet forever.
First of all, we know you as Club Chalamet. Like, don't try to rebrand, right? When are you going to get another Rolling Stone cover? You're Club Chalamet, and that's it. She put herself in a box, unfortunately.
Yeah, but like a good box, because it's like he's young, he's got a whole career.
Guys, I got to the bottom of it. A day ago, she posted that the account's been taken down.
Wow.
Because Vanity Fair, there's a Vanity Fair article that she got mentioned in, that she was going to start a new Stan account. She wrote, Vanity Fair, I appreciate the reference in your Heated Rivalry timeline article. It's been an absolute crazy and fun past 40 days since I watched the first Heated Rivalry episode. However, due to the AI-powered overlords of Instagram, they disabled story times due to some unexplained community rule the brief community supposedly broke. But alas, I'm working on something new with a different but equally cool fan page name for Connor's story. I want to keep it on the down low for now to allow it to grow organically without people knowing I'm behind it.
Oh my.
I see parallels with Connor's career as I did with Timothy way back when, and it's going to be fun watching Connor and Hudson's career take off. When the time comes, well after Timothy's Oscar campaign success closes down, I'll share more information with you.
What was the line?
That made the hair stand up on my...
It did. What was the line again? Unbreakable or breakable rule?
They disabled story times due to some unexplained community rule the brief community supposedly broke.
The unexplained community rule is that we're scared of you, and we don't want you to further your Stan pages anymore.
The line that I've seen many parallels.
People
with,
must have
like,
been
that's
reporting it or something.
Creepy.
Right.
You've seen parallels, like...
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We talk about that with actors all the time. Like, oh, they have a similar path that this actor has. It's just weird coming from her.
Yeah.
Now, he did meet with Luca Guadagnino, who... That was Timothy Chalamet's first big movie, was Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah.
Was directed by Luca.
Oh.
So, is she kind of correct?
Do you think that's what triggered
I don't
this?
think her saying that there's parallels between them is really that insane
something,
to
I
say.
don't know. I took it more of like
it's
a personal
more that
thing.
she won't. It's more that she's keeping it on the down low for now to allow people to find it and not know that she's on top of it. Like that she's not running it. It's like she's probably came up with another name. She's doing it on her own. And by the way, she really can't focus her full attention on it until Timothy's Oscar campaign is completely fulfilled. So
Does
not
she
till
have
at
a
least
job?
March. Yeah.
Yeah, Club Chalamet.
Like, this is...
She does have a job.
Part of me wants...
Do you think her boss is like, hey, we gotta spend a little less time on these fan pages?
I kind of want Timothy to lose.
She went to
see
Michigan.
her crash out.
Her bio on her Twitter, like on her actual Twitter account for herself, is LA-based film reviewer, annual TIFF and SDCC attendee, member of the Astra Awards and IDA or International Documentary Association org. Vote blue and go blue at UMish96. That's her whole bio.
So she works in film.
Oh my God, we got to take a look at her Letterboxd.
Oh God, we don't even have time, but
No,
I will
we
be
don't
looking
have,
at it later.
but it's that.
We don't have all the time in the
Her
world.
Letterboxd is, I love film and it's my full-time, part-time hobby. I review films and cover the awards season at my leisure.
Just Timothy
She's got
Chalamet
412 films on here.
Now, if she works in film,
I don't think she works in
It's just a
film, though.
hobby.
I think she
But
just
she shouldn't
loves
be able
film.
to be like a member of any of the things you just listed if you run a Stan account for an actor publicly, I feel like. That like then what happened at that one award
like
show
you're proposing
happens.
a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess there's
don't
many
know.
questions
I don't
and layers
know.
to that because there are people who run respectful fan pages.
Yeah, there are.
No, I know, but
And
then,
like I've met people that have run like fashion accounts or fan
Mm-hmm.
accounts for pop stars that are super normal, fun people
Right,
that just
we're-
like really,
Yeah, we're not dissing.
and they turn them into a business.
Yeah, we're not dissing like fan pages
Yeah,
in general.
No.
We're just dissing the level in which Club Chalamet takes this.
Yes, correct.
You know?
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
to be like brushing shoulders with him at like whatever that the.
But the thing is, some people can do it in a respectful way.
Palm Springs.
I think it's just because, I think it's also. I think it's also because she's an old, the Kylie Jenner thing. I think because, she's not old by any means, but she's an older woman. Because it really, you see, especially when it comes to musicians and artists, they invite all their mega fans to events. They invite all the people that run their fan pages to come listen to their music first or be the first ones in an event and all those things,
Yeah.
So
it's just the level in which they feel like, is this person a proposed threat to us? For sure. Because a lot of people who run fan pages are so great and normal and they're just a big fan. Yeah. So Club Chalamet, though, we can't say the same thing.
And everyone keep your eyes peeled for a Connor Storrie fan page that, starts to get some traction. It may be her.
Right. And if Connor Storrie ever starts dating somebody and you see that this fan page is getting quite upset, it might be her.
You should start a fan page now, and people might think that it's
Connor Storrie.
No, it's the Club Chalamet. That you're Club Chalamet.
What
take
if
your thunder.
we reversed it on her and made a Club Chalamet fan page?
Club Chalamet 2?
Where we just No, I'm not, and I'm not meaning we as in us, but imagine, if you're hey,
about
let's
Timothy or
no about her. It's
her.
Hey, let's see how you like it.
I mean, we might as well at this point. All we do is freaking talk about her.
Yes, sir, that's true.
I thought you were saying Club Chalamet about Timothy, and it's just pictures of Timothy Chalamet photoshopped at different clubs, and it's just called Club Chalamet.
No. I mean, if someone made
that's a funny meme page.
If someone made a Club Chalamet the person fan page.
Most recent blog about Timothy was excellent. Reviewing her
we
blogs.
letterbox her blogs.
Yeah. We review every review that she reviews.
Oh, shit. All right, let's do one more.
I just need you guys to dive deeper and deeper and deeper on the Traitors. I've seen some stuff come out about apparently Dorinda was saying stuff to Ron, and that's why he kind of freaked out on her at the round table, and I guess it got cut. I'm not sure. Just kind of want to dive deeper into that. And also, I'm so fucking done with Colton. It gets me mad. I can't stand it. I don't know where or what he's trying to be. I think he's just trying to be, again, like a Dylan Efron and a Pilot Pete, and it's honestly not working. It's actually making people hate him more. And I know Ria also said she can't stand Colton. And I just need more lore on it. Honestly, I just want it talked about more because that's how much I hate him and need him off the show, especially you're trying to come at Lisa Rinna. First off, how dare you? Second off, he needs to be banished. And who do you think is going to be banished on next week's episode? And also, who do you think that this fight is between? Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. I mean, listen, we'll never get tired of talking about the Traitors, looking deeper into it. We did see Ron say that Dorinda said some pretty horrible things that got cut out. I'm interested in that. I really do.
To be honest, it seems like a lot of things that happened with Dorinda got cut. She said on Watch What Happens Live she had some big fight with Caroline Stanbury that got cut too.
Yeah, and I'm curious why that's happening. Why are they cutting all this? It seems like I guess things just get left on the cutting room floor when it comes to a reality show, that when you hear the behind the scenes of it, you're like, now why would they cut out that? But then we wouldn't get other things.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like the round table has to take up so much time.
Right. Fuck a time constraint though. Give us 3 hours. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll watch however long the footage they have.
They have so much more. And then even half the episodes are taken up by challenges, and they're not fighting, talking, scheming during the challenges. So we have to watch the challenge happen, and then that leaves all that build up before a round table or before a dinner or whatever, that you don't get to see all the conversations that happen. And I'm sure that's when things start to turn a little sour. People say these round tables go on for so long.
Rappaport must be you couldn't have cut what I said.
No, that had to stay in.
Well, there are some things that apparently Rappaport did too that got cut. So it's just
it seems like a lot of things. Now listen, I can't even explain to you how thrilled, how I would act if I were to log on to the Peacock app and there was a 5-hour Traitors episode on. I'm not kidding. I think I would start running around, screaming, jumping up and down. The excitement that would jolt into my body. I don't even know if we could handle that.
I know.
I don't, and oh my God, I'm getting all excited thinking about a dream, a pipe dream right now that would never fucking happen. But they're cutting out so much when they don't have to.
Yeah.
Why not release longer episodes? Give it to us all. We never want it to end.
Yeah.
We don't. We want more. We want more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I agree with you. They could pull off a 2-hour episode.
They could pull off a fucking 10-hour episode.
Yeah.
I would watch every single minute of footage they have. I would do it like Big Brother.
Right,
where
right,
it's just
right.
like footage all the time, right? Isn't that what you do? You could watch
Yeah,
a
yeah.
live
Do
stream
you
of
think
them.
the amount of people they start with is like a solid number, or like would you, if they added more, like at the beginning, like total people?
No, we do
in the
not
show?
need to add more people.
No.
to
Because that'd be
this.
like you do like 2 roundtables a day or something.
Oh my God,
No.
no. Listen, I'm good with the amount of people they have. I just want to see more of the discussions that they're having. Now, as for Colton, yeah, I can't stand him. Just can't stand him.
Yeah.
And obviously he's correct, but I'm rooting for the traitors. So
Yeah,
it depends on how you're looking at this.
yeah.
If you're rooting for the faithfuls, then you might be like, oh, Colton's doing a good job. I'm in this season rooting for the traitors. And
Yeah.
I'm annoyed by Colton. I'm annoyed by everything he's done prior to this show.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of literally stalking Cassie and everything that went on with that. So
I think we've said really
everything
everything
yeah.
we can about Colton. And to be honest, like, and I know everyone is kind of in this same camp, which is where I start to feel like we've made our opinion pretty clear,
Yeah.
and we don't need to like beat it over the head of like we can't stand him on the show. We don't, but like the continual conversation over it, I feel like, okay, maybe it could be an overkill. Like it's like not overkill, but it's just like we get it. We want him off the show. It's done. That's how I feel about it. It's gonna get there.
He could be off by the time this is airing.
It could be, and also at the same time, I feel like the vibes I get from everybody in the house is that they don't really like the game that he's playing, and when that happens, no matter what, someone's gonna get rid of you eventually. So whether it's sooner or more down the line, like I don't think he gets to the point where people are going to want him to win.
I also do want to add that there is a humongous difference in what we are talking about with Colton, and then the fact that I've had some people say to us that, you know, can we have some more empathy for Colton for, you know, what he went through with his journey on his sexuality of, you know, hiding the fact that he was gay and coming out. And 100%, like that is not anything that I am getting on Colton's case about. Like him having to go through that journey and experiencing all of that, like anybody who's going through that, we're in support of. It's just the fact that
it's just like when it's used as an excuse for the stalking.
Right. And that's what people are doing. And I'm like, that's not an excuse. Like, yes, him having to go through that journey, of course, was a hard one. That doesn't just immediately erase.
Right, doesn't negate the behavior.
Yeah. So I am so excited for more episodes, and we are inching closer and closer to the end, though. I mean, you know, we're going to get episode 7, or when this comes out, we'd already seen it. So
yeah, and I get it. I think, like you said, with airtime, it's just like there's so many people who you really don't even see that much of. And that's got to be frustrating for them because everybody's involved, but you're just not getting a lot of those conversations. You know, Dorinda's probably like, hell yeah, I didn't get sent home first. I'm on this whole season. She's like, you barely hear her talk. Like she's like really not involved in a lot of the conversations as of like right now.
right.
So
we'll see what happens.
Yep. We'll see. We'll
But
see.
I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Same.
Traitors. All right, that wraps up the Pop Corner. Keep calling in with your hot takes, your voicemails, your opinions. We want to hear from you. Picture this. It's Monday morning. You open up your laptop. Outlook hits you with 87 unread emails. Your calendar looks like a game of Tetris. Your boss wants a report. Your team wants a presentation. And you want a nap. Enter Microsoft Copilot. Copilot summarizes your emails, and boom, you're caught up. It drafts your report in Word. It builds your slides in PowerPoint. It even pulls insights from your Excel data. Suddenly, you're the office hero. You're organized and you're responsible. All because Copilot did the stuff you didn't want to. So if you want to reclaim your time and get your life together, try Microsoft Copilot. Copilot, because sometimes the smartest move is letting AI do the work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot. All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We're joined by Carl Radke. We're going to talk about his new podcast, More Life, that's out on Tuesdays. We're going to talk about his new book, Cake Eater, and the new season of Summer House that's right around the corner. You have a lot going on, Carl.
Deep breath, yes. Thank
Seriously.
you guys. Great to see you, Ria. Great to see you, Fran.
Yeah,
So
nice
good to see you. And I feel like, timing-wise, it all came together right before this new season. You got the book, the podcast, everything. Has it been like a little quiet leading up to this? Now you're full speed ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's quiet, but yeah, the hard work of the last 2-3 years of like a book was a project I've been working on for a while. The podcast has been something I've been working on for a while. The season of Summer House, that's over the last 6 months. But no, I've been like working really hard at these things, and it just kind of all came about at the same time. Mm-hmm. The good news is they're all very aligned. I opened Soft Bar in the fall. My More Life podcast just came out. My studio for More Life is upstairs at Soft Bar.
Oh.
So people are coming into Soft Bar. We're having great conversations. We're sipping on non-alc drinks. The book, obviously, I'm going on tour. I'm spending time with people out in their communities. And it's just like, it's all kind of aligned in my lifestyle and everything I'm doing. So I feel very lucky. I feel like I'm not even working. Like it's really, I'm very, very lucky. I've had a lot of support and a lot of people that have purchased the books and listened and all the things. Like I sometimes feel like people care. I just feel so lucky.
That's amazing.
They do, and we're so happy for you. I love that all of those things are aligning for you. And you mentioned the opening of Soft Bar in the fall. How's that going for you? And the build up of the opening.
Oh my God, it was definitely a build up. I think building something publicly is awesome. There's a lot of great things that can happen from bringing people along the journey. I have this idea. I want to do it. Okay, then you're raising money, and then you got a space, you got a lease, you got all these things. It was a lot of work, but we got it open. I'm proud of it. You'll see it on this new season of Summer House.
Amazing.
Even a construction moment. I have a hard hat. Yeah. So we're getting things, kind of completed. But it took some time to get it built properly, and I didn't want to half-ass it.
Yeah.
And I had to raise money. I had to do construction, had to get all the things going. So for the last 4.5 months we've been open, it's been going pretty well. But I will say it's hard. Most restaurants are having hard times that do sell alcohol. But we've had a lot of great events. Amanda hosted a Vaseline skincare brand launch. We had Samsung. We've had run clubs. We've had yoga studios. We had a sound bath 2 weeks ago that was sold out. So it's a great place for people to come together, have a great event or night. People are working during the day on their computers and just having coffee and matcha. It's going the way I thought it would. I will say running a brick and mortar is hard.
Yeah.
And, we're learning. We've certainly made mistakes. We're trying to improve things. But the feedback has been really positive for the most part.
Yeah, as you can expect, nothing like that is going to be perfect right away.
No.
But I think that's awesome, you mentioning people hosting events there. Because was that something that you had originally thought of when you opened Soft Bar? That, oh my gosh, think about the amount of events that people throw now. It's endless.
I mean,
especially so many like wellness events. Like everybody's doing,
that part.
So much, whether it's workouts or run clubs or yoga club or whatever. There's like that it aligns well.
100%. Because my question I'd ask myself is, where do you hang out with your friends after the gym?
Yeah.
And you may go to a diner or a bar, or grab a Juice Generation or whatever it is. But like, what are those places that are actually like cool, still cool, fun, maybe healthier, and have like a place where you can kind of come? It doesn't matter if you're sober or not.
Yeah. Right.
But events was something, I thought from the beginning, what if we made sure that we had a really beautiful event area? So in the back of Soft Bar, there's a kind of a soft seating area. There's couches. There's a TV. You can spread out back there, but we've hosted a lot of events. We've even had panels, a founder of a brand, moderator, myself, and then seating. We're hosting a book club. A good friend of mine is going to be bringing her community Hot Girls Read. Bruna Petrillo, she's a good friend. She's awesome, does a lot of stuff with her book community, but they're going to come to our place. We hosted a LGBTQ run club called Queer Feet and Fruit Stand. Love them.
Love that.
We had 150 women come in on a Tuesday.
Amazing.
There was this video that went, I mentioned it because on the last combo, one of the runners posted a video of me at this run club. I just came to support for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And 150 women come rushing in after the run, 7 p.m. at night, and I'm 6'5", towering over all these women. And one of the women posted a video, is like Carl and 1 million tiny lesbians. Yeah. And it kind of went viral.
I saw that. That was really funny.
And there's like the Billy Eichner Man on the Street. There was like a meme underneath comment, and it was like, "Come on, lesbians, let's go."
That's awesome.
And we love our lesbian community.
Yes.
We
That's
also
amazing.
hosted a dad's stroller club. We We have a moms group that comes in. It's not limited just to like the small local and then big brand.
I feel like there are so many great things that can be held there because, like you said, it is a place where like you don't have to drink.
Exactly.
Or,
Brooklyn's
like,
a good area.
It's non-judgmental. Like I'm good friends with Zach Clark, who Philly guy. And Zach and Release Recovery organization I love dearly.
Yeah.
I never actually attended their services, but I've supported and try to direct people to them. But there's an element of like, we don't want to be judgmental. Come as you are. Sober or not, if you're figuring it out, if you're 20 years in the program, amazing. We don't want to create an environment where you have to have a requirement. I want to be inclusive, not exclusive. And for us as Soft Bar, yes, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, but we have people that still drink on my staff. But they want a more healthy, mindful, cool environment. And it's been cool to see my bartenders because a lot of them are, it's a different environment for them too to work in.
Right.
And some of them had said, I like being here because it's not toxic.
Yeah.
Right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like, you know, when a sober person goes to a bar and they order a mocktail, they could, and I've seen this like online where they have that thought of like, okay, I need to make sure that this is a mocktail. And there have been times where people have screwed up, unfortunately, and you see the way that affects somebody.
Yes.
They go to your place. They know what they're getting.
We don't have a liquor license.
Right.
There's not a drop of alcohol in the joint, which has given us some advantage. But yeah, that has happened to some sober friends of mine. You're at a bar and maybe you're ordering a mocktail or something without alcohol, but they miss it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen to me personally, but I have heard. It's scary.
Because
it's
sometimes
very
the names
scary.
are like just one letter off. It's like they make the non-alcoholic version just like a pun of like. So you really have to.
Well, and that's what we've tried. We've tried to do at Soft Bar is I didn't come up with this. Someone on my team did, but we don't make mocktails because we're not making fun of anything. We make soft cocktails. And what I mean by that is it's a more elevated version. A mocktail to me is like throwing a bunch of shit together in the back.
Right.
And a lot of the time it's sugary and not healthy. What we serve is healthy, low sugar, high quality ingredients. So we hope you're not going to ever really have that feeling of like, is there anything here? Our drinks are so good though. I do double takes. Because the glass, the garnish, the rim, it looks like what you would order at a really premium cocktail bar. But I sip it, I'm like, it's not. You know, but it's so good.
And you know that, yes.
It gives people some feeling like a place they can come and be themselves. But I really invested in the high quality just products. Like we serve really good ingredients, high quality stuff. And I have a team that comes from, my beverage director's from 11 Madison Park. And he does incredibly advanced bartending. There's stuff that I didn't even know in the world of alcohol that we do now in non-alc. You know, milk punching and fat washing. These are bartending techniques that are used every day at some of your favorite bars, like premium. But we now do those in non-alcoholic drinks. So you get like this flavor profile and you get a drink that's way more, just there's a lot more going on. And I think that's what separates us from everybody else.
That's really cool. I think people are excited to check it out because I know it has to be hard being in the public eye. And I think because you've been talking about it for so long, it's like you had the people riding their bikes
when's it
by.
gonna be open?
Where here it is, like, and, you know, and you're like, why are these the ones going? Like everyone's like being like, coming. But now it's so great. We're seeing all the content from it, all the people there, everything you guys are sharing, which is so great, which is very exciting.
I feel very lucky.
And you now have your book, Cake Eater. Where we're getting some in-depth Carl from the beginning.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
What was, were you ready to write this book? Was it scary to write this book? What made you think like I'm ready now to share my story?
It was a combination of a couple things. I mean, it's a true story. I was at a Page 6 event. Lindsay and I were on, like 2022. Joe and Melissa Gorga were there. I think Dolores and Pauly were there. And at the end, they did a Q&A. And a woman raised her hand in the audience and says, I have a question for Carl. She raises her hand, Carl, have you thought about writing a book? And I'm like, me?
Yeah.
You know? And it got the bug in the ear. I didn't end up working with her, but it just got the bug started. And I started to look at like Heather Gay. She wrote an amazing book, Bad Mormon. I love Heather. I've gotten to know her, but I was like, oh wait, Heather's only been on a few seasons of, I mean, she's an amazing woman, has every right to tell the story. But I was like, wait, she's only been on a few years of Bravo. She's wrote an amazing book. Like maybe there's something for me there. And I get a ton of messages on social over the last 5-6 years relating to my brother's passing, relating to someone going through sobriety or addiction stuff, you name it. I felt like I can't respond to everybody's questions or comments. I want to. And this was my way of putting it all out there in hopes I could help someone. I was inspired originally by, funny enough, athletes. I love sports. Kevin Love wrote a Players Tribune article in 2018 about how he suffering with his depression and anxiety.
That was I read that as a fantastic
unbelievable
article.
And you know, Kevin Love was an NBA All-Star. I loved his game. But him opening up like that, a 6'10" All-Star, like big tough guy, like struggling, I couldn't believe it. And it gave me so much confidence to start exploring my own stuff. DeMar DeRozan talked about his stuff. Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
I started to recognize, okay, there are people that watch Bravo. Now, I wouldn't be this way, whatever, but there are people that watch Bravo that relate to me.
Yeah.
But they relate to me not because I'm a doctor or have it all figured out. They relate because it's more relatable when it's messy.
Yeah.
And honest. So I was like, if I can help one person by putting my story out, let's do it. And that was a big goal of mine, is to try and help people. My dad has pushed me a lot with this whole TV world. He's like, use your power for good. Try to use your platform to help people with your story, you know, and that's something that felt like it was the right time. So from the moment I decided I was going to do it until it actually came out 3 weeks ago, I mean, it was almost a 2.5-year, 3-year process.
Yeah. And people absolutely do relate. But, you know, you have that feeling when you look at an athlete, right? And you go, well, I relate to them, but will anybody relate to me?
Yeah.
Right. And you put yourself down almost. You're like, well,
100%.
no one can relate to me, but we're relating to athletes that we have no relatability to.
So true.
So you can only imagine, you know, and you're on TV, right? And people look at you like, oh my God, this person on TV, right? Even though we watch Summer House and it is so relatable and we're seeing your guys' quote unquote messy lives, you're still somebody who's on TV, right? So I feel like I think you're going to help a lot of people opening up more, because we've seen glimpses of your story, and I think even that has been a little bit relatable as well.
And that's why I feel so lucky to be in the position to tell the story. And listen, I had to work and get help and like actually raise my hand and admit that I have a problem, and that isn't easy. But seeing other people do that, friends of mine like Zach Clark, who I admire and am inspired by every day, and I almost kind of like look at other people and I'm like, wait, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's hopefully what I'm allowing someone else now.
And you inspire people to get help, because maybe there are people who already have gotten the help and are still getting the help, and they're kind of longer in their journey and process. But there's also the people that are waiting to take that first step 100%. That you inspire.
I've had a few people reach out to me, and I will send them things that have worked for me. I try to guide them. I will get messages like a year later, hey, I'm a year sober. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I really try, but I always remind them, you guys did the work.
Yeah.
And this has happened to me a few times, even in New York City. I was coming up, going to actually 30 Rock, coming up the subway on like the F train, and a girl comes down the steps, and I can kind of tell when someone notices me or whatever. I'm a psychopath, very self-aware.
Well, you're hard to like not notice as
and
well.
I'm also very tall, so I'm like
you
walking.
see the eyes. Yeah.
I see her coming past me, and she kind of like, you can tell she'd recognize. And I kept walking, but I am walking up the steps, and I hear her say, Carl, and I turn, and I said, hi. She goes, you saved my life and got me sober, basically. And I'm like, I walk up closer to her and I just gave her a hug. And I paused for a second because I was like, in my head, my monologue is, you didn't do anything. This is crazy. Like, you're worth, like, I'm still beating myself up. But I looked at her and I said, thank you. I'm honored. Like, I'm honored I made an impact. My hope is that you will move differently, sound differently, maybe act differently. And you're going to impact someone in your circle, a friend, a family member, without realizing it. And that's the beauty of how this works. Yeah. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and don't lose sight of the impact you're going to make down the line. And I just passed that off to her, and I reminded her she might impact someone, and then that person, like, that's how the network effect of it all works.
Yeah.
So it's really important to share out loud for those that aren't confident to share. Yeah. And as messy as I've been, I feel an obligation because of the position I'm in to share.
And the book does it so much more too, because you have shared on Summer House, and that's the effect it's already had. So now you put out the book and you sort of get into the nitty gritty a little bit more.
It's like the extended cut.
Yes.
You know, I wanted more of my story to be, put out there. There's a lot about my life that informed my season 1 behavior, which you may not have understood.
Which I don't think a lot of people, I think, especially when you watch reality TV, you kind of think of like the season 1 version of that person as like their starting point. Like you're like, that's where they were. So it was really interesting to hear, read more about where you grew up, going to college, being out in LA, working these assistant jobs, being on sets, like all these things that I'm sure a lot of people didn't know you were doing. I was so interested in you saying that you wanted to work in sports broadcasting because it's something where like I do think that there is a connection now in like that world and the reality TV world.
100%.
And I was wondering if it's something that you ever still think about wanting to do or getting back in or trying to, do.
100%. I don't know why this popped in my head, but Jesse Palmer just popped in my head for some
Yeah.
reason. I feel like he was on a reality show first. He was a quarterback in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did a reality show, like one
was
of the
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And then he's obviously
Yes.
been now more in
He
the
was The
broadcasting.
Bachelor, and
Yeah,
then
but
he
now
did-
he's the host of The Bachelor.
And then
again.
he's back
So he does
hosting The
both.
Bachelor.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's a
So
great
he does.
example.
I mean, even like West, obviously
West-
was in it before reality TV, but now reality TV and now gets to do
Well, I think he's.
all this stuff for Peacock. With I'm like,
I was with him
Carl, just
yesterday. He mentioned he's going to be out at the Super Bowl, which is
Yeah.
pretty sweet. So there might be something to
he
look
was
out.
sharing about that too, like doing some pregame.
And we
Peacock
did this
pregame
Sunday
thing.
Night Football integration with
Yes.
Peacock, Bravo,
Yes.
and I got the email and I was like, absolutely,
Right,
Like, I
which
love
is why I think
sports.
it's really cool that they're kind of, and it's cool. Peacock is kind of bringing it all
And
together.
I was just in London for the English premiere, and
Yeah.
same exact thing.
Yeah.
I love sports, so
Yeah.
yes, I want to absolutely
Olympics. They're sending all these Bravo people to the Olympics.
I pitched myself for Milan Cortina, and
why wouldn't you?
I don't think I got
You
the
guys
nod.
are making videos.
I know. I actually got to do more to showcase my skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, the intersection of reality and like kind of this media world, I would love to be in this space in some capacity. Of course, launching a podcast kind of lends itself to that. I don't want to always be Mr. Serious, like Mr. Sobriety every inch of my life. Yeah, I'm very proud of that. But I do like to be silly. I like sports. I like joking. I like TV and movies. So there's other elements of me I think I could be of value.
Totally.
Not always just in like the recovery
Right,
and like
right,
self-help
right.
world,
I
even
think
though
it's
I'm
so
very,
much fun.
very proud of that. But
Yeah.
I also played a little bit of sports too. So,
There you go.
You have the expertise.
just a tiny bit.
There you go, which is great.
I walked
so
on at the
fun.
Syracuse basketball team my junior and senior year.
Really?
And I got relegated to the women's practice squad also. But we were, at that time, it was
that
just...
was some peak Syracuse years.
I had a Gatorade with my name on it, and I got the outfits, the Nike gear, and the shoes. That's all I cared about.
It's all you needed.
All I cared about.
Yes. Oh,
That's awesome.
amazing.
I want to talk about this upcoming season of Summer House. We're super excited. I mean, when we saw the trailer, I was like,
I actually
this
think
is
of
gonna
you
be...
too whenever I see like a Summer House trailer. I'm like, what are Fran and Ria gonna say now?
Listen, I am thankful that I won't have to be screaming about how Amanda and Kyle need to separate because they have, and I'm happy for them to be doing their own thing now. But besides that, we'll get to that point. We do see a little bit of a fight between you and Kyle in the trailer, which I think had a lot of people talking because we were like, are these two about to get physical?
Yeah, which we rarely see you two fight.
No,
Yeah.
we've
We've
gotten into it for
Yes.
sure. This is by far the gnarliest fight
Yeah.
we've ever been in as friends.
Yeah.
I think you'll see what lended itself to why I was sober, but I got angry and pissed off. Like I finally just cracked.
Yeah.
And you'll see some of what what transpired to get there. That moment on the trailer is actually one of the last dinners of the summer. So there were some things leading up to all
Built
that.
up.
And, I love Kyle to death and I lost my cool, but it's weird. Like sometimes men almost need sometimes men need to just go at it.
Yeah.
And then like an hour later, we're like hugging it out and
Right,
we're fine.
right.
We've actually are closer because of some of that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to watch it back because I said a lot. And when you get angry and you just kind of like say a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what I said, but I said like things that I'm sure the audience is going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
Like you went hardcore.
Yeah. Now this
So
is
it'll be hard to relive, but
Yeah.
I think for him and I, this sounds crazy, but it almost needed to happen.
I'm sure it looked like it just was one of those moments, and we haven't seen it yet, that it kind of just came to blows. Now, this is like a personal question, but you mentioned you were like, I was so angry and I was sober. Do you feel the need to clarify that? Because in past seasons, I mean, we saw with Lindsay when you guys were going through the breakup that she was accusing you of things because you're allowed to be angry.
Totally.
You're
Well, I
allowed to
think
have all these emotions.
The reason I brought it up was when when that clip, the trailer was posted, for whatever reason, I happened to click on the thing, and the first comment I saw, he must be on drugs. And I'm like, I take offense to that.
That's so disappointing.
It hurts, but
It is.
I also, if I were a fan of Bravo and just see a fight with Carl and he's flipping out,
Yeah.
maybe I would think that based on previous history and other things.
But
So,
it's disappointing because you're a human that has emotions
Well, what I
and
like
you
to
get
say-
angry and sad and mad and it
Yes.
doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like that's disappointing to me.
what I have said on my book tour events recently, because some people have mentioned the trailer, and I say sober people can be assholes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Just because I got sober doesn't mean I'm not flawed. I still, you actually are, this is really who I am. Sometimes I get reactive. Sometimes I'm more emotional. Sometimes I do get angry and upset, but that's normal. And I think with someone like Kyle, I love and care about him so much and I want the best for him. And that level of emotion comes from only 4 people like that. Someone I really deeply care about and love. I mean, he's been tough love with me before too, believe it or not. You know, there's this moment that happened back in 2020. I talk about it in the book. He came over to my apartment and like, I thought we were just going to watch TV. I knew I was like not doing well, but I'm like, oh, Kyle and I are just going to hang out this afternoon. And it turned into like basically a friend intervention, which is what I needed. But it was really difficult for him to have to do that. But he did it to me and I will forever thank him because it kind of saved my life.
Did you feel you had to have some of those conversations with him recently? Just because I know like his relationship has just been under fire for a while now. And I think that even coming from a friend, like there's got to be moments where you guys are seeing the two of them interact and you're like, you guys got to figure this out. You can't keep treating each other like this.
No, and I mean, absolutely. I mean, I had someone, you know, I officiated the wedding. I was his best man. I love them to death. I wish Amanda all the best. I'm still very close to both of them, obviously, but it's been hard watching 2 people you love dearly go through it. Like you guys have watched it the last few years. So I'm sending love and support their way. I know it's not going to be easy these next few months. But I took a lot of pride in like trying to unite them and like trying to bring them together. But I've been on the phone with Kyle a lot recently and just trying to be supportive. But with them yesterday, you know, the vibes were positive, all things considered.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get harder as the show airs more.
Yeah.
But to your point, I mean, I think people kind of already know how it all ends in some weird way.
Right.
But
It's like, what haven't we seen these two fight about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Of course it's going to
But
be
it
bad.
feels like
but
almost, I don't know, it's almost like a justifying thing because at the end of the day, I think even if they're remembering back what happens during this season, it's like, well, what's the worst they're going to tell us? We need to break up? Like,
yeah. Well, even like last night's episode, the first episode,
Yeah.
which we were at an event last
Yes,
night
yes,
and it was
you guys-
airing at the bar. And it was right at the end of the episode and Kyle and I were just talking and like I can hear his voice and what he's saying. And even I think he's realizing just the state he was in over the summer and he was in a tough spot. But I just want to commend Kyle and Amanda just also for putting it all out there.
yeah. They're doing press together. You guys are all together as a group doing press,
Well,
which,
what's nice is we're a family.
Yeah.
And even me and Lindsay have been friendlier, which has been nice.
Yeah.
I've really
yes, I saw her singing happy birthday to you on stage.
Yes.
which I've enjoyed just getting to a friendly, nice place.
Yeah.
And we love seeing it. I mean, even in the last
Same.
season we watched, we saw little moments where
And you'll
it was
see
like
on the
she
new-
was laughing
Yeah.
at you, and it
That's
was, like,
my favorite
nice.
thing is there's so much history. And before we started dating or even the finger bang hookup,
Yeah.
we were friends. And we
Friends,
spent
yeah.
a lot of time together and had a lot of fun. And even as the friendship has gotten a little bit more easy, it's been so nice.
Yeah.
And like yesterday with the press stuff, it was all things considered, we were like a family still. And even I think if Kyle and Amanda could see kind of how Lindsay and I have maybe operated, I think Kyle and Amanda are going to be best friends as things evolve.
I said that like with the two of us when we were talking about when the breakup news happened, and I said, you know, maybe I'm being naive, but I really do think that they can be friends. And yes, that always gets complicated when somebody starts dating somebody new, and that's always can be an issue. But at least for the time being, and as they move on, they can sort of live as friends because I think they kind of have been living as friends for a while. Like, you know, you're not getting that romance lovey-lovey vibe from them recently.
And as soon as they throw that label on, like, okay, now we're just friends.
Yeah, it becomes a lot
It's
easier.
probably just so much easier.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there's still a lot of hard to it.
There is a lot
Totally.
of hard and there's a lot to, I'm sure, unwind still. But, you know,
Kyle spoke a lot to you on your podcast. Which
totally.
is,
And
yeah.
which that conversation was before what they announced. So
Yeah.
I don't think he even knew where they were
going.
totally
Yeah.
going at that point. I was just always, I'd put my head on the pillow and be like, they're gonna work through it. They're gonna work through it. I love love. I wanted them to be happy. But listen, I've had other friends who've been married and have had to get divorced. And what's funny is they're much happier.
Yeah.
Sometimes being in that difficult relationship is like a prison. So there's like a freedom, and now you can kind of really get back to themselves. And
Totally.
Amanda's got so much good stuff happening. Her new swimsuit stuff is coming. She's dropping a new capsule. She's killing it with that. She's so intelligent and so smart with her creativity. Like, she's going to continue to do great stuff.
Yeah.
Kyle is very smart, such a hardworking dude, and such a big personality. Like, he's going to, I hope, find that person too. It's going to take a lot of time, but I'm just trying to be the friend to support him and do the best I can. I texted both of them when I saw it, even though I kind of had heard from Kyle.
Yeah.
Just, I love you guys. And no matter what, I love you. I'm here for you.
Anybody who has been in a relationship that they don't feel is right and they don't want to be anymore can look at these two and go, they are going to feel so much better
like a weight.
in the long run. Like, you will just feel so much more like yourself. I mean, you've been through it. Like, you just know how it feels.
Yeah. There's already like a tiny bit of lightness in the air with just them. I know handling a dog, the dog parenting is going to be something, but I've met couples who've had children together that are now divorced that are best friends as adults.
It happens.
It's a beautiful thing to see. Even my parents, since they've been divorced, are friendly again. So it's nice to have, I don't like walking into rooms with like having to worry about who's in there.
Totally.
And for the last, prior to this past summer, it was kind of like that. With Lindsay at times, just like, okay, like, am I in the wrong place? Or so now that there's no beef.
Yeah, which is nice. You guys added a pretty decent amount of new folks into the summer house this season. Most that we've had in years past. I think 4 new girls.
I was gonna say, I think 4 new girls, 2
new guys,
so
which
6.
is a lot.
That is a lot.
Can you kind of give me your first impression of all the new people?
I think it's hard sometimes to find people that can really fit in, or not fit in necessarily, but it's also like the lights and the whole thing. It's a lot, and we're also a 10-season show. Like, there's a lot of history and a lot of foundation. So it's not easy for the new ones. But from the moment Ben walked in the door, I was like, home run.
Yeah.
He's from Australia, good looking dude, party fun. He's got the accent. The women and men are going to love him.
And he was the Bachelor in Australia.
Which I didn't know until at the end of the summer. I didn't find out until the end of the summer.
Yeah.
I actually was just like, he's just some cool Australian bro. And then you pull up like his Ford Models portfolio, like, oh my God, he's like, it's like a legit model.
Yeah.
He's awesome. KJ is another new guy.
Yeah.
I love KJ. We have a really good bond. Him and I have a similar kind of, he's been, trying to find himself more in kind of the mental health world, and he's younger, which brings a different energy. Also very attractive guy. The women and men are going to love him. The girls, it was funny because we kind of had like Bailey and Levi came in early to start. And then Mia popped in with Sierra, who's awesome. And then we have Dara. So they're all like different energies, but the 4 girls are great.
Yeah.
All very cute and fun. But the balance of power is shifted because there's more men than women in the house. So Weston, yesterday we were like, the girls got annoyed with the boys at one point because there was just so much testosterone.
Yeah. Wes did kind of tease to us. He was like, it's kind of like a bro season.
It's a little bit of
and I was like, Wes, I don't know if that's going to win people over.
There's a few moments where, like every guy in the kitchen's got a shirt. Like, I'm shirtless, Kyle's shirtless, Jesse's shirtless. We're all shirtless, like eating bacon and eggs, like rapping about the night before. And the girls are just like, we hate you guys.
Right. But honestly, that's kind of funny, and it's a funny dynamic to have.
It is.
And even if us girls watching get annoyed with you guys, we love to get
It'll
annoyed
be good.
with you guys.
It's good annoying. It's annoying that's needed.
Right.
It'll be good fodder for talking.
Now, what's going on with your dating life? I mean, we've seen like on Watch What Happens Live. You talk about
a lot of
it.
speculation.
With you and
Vanita. Maybe a trip to London.
Well, the trip to London was business for Bravo. No, we went on a date after BravoCon. We had a really nice time. I mean, she came out to Soft Bar in Brooklyn, showed her the spot, had a non-alc drink, and then we went to this restaurant in Greenpoint, had a great time. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of history between the shows, our friendships. She's very tight with Sierra. I'm close with Sierra. So much going on. So we talked forever. It was like a long, great date. I got a lot going on. I also live in New York. She's in Charleston.
We know how
but that was
goes.
like mid.
Sorry.
That was like mid. Yeah. Well,
everyone was thinking.
Sorry,
that.
I had to.
You nailed it. And long distance is very hard. So no, like she's sweet. She's awesome. We've had some fun together. We went on the one date in mid-November. We've kept in touch. She was in London. It's very friendly. But no, I mean, she's awesome. Like I got a lot going on. So over the last month and a half since the date, I mean, I haven't I've been like so busy with everything else.
So dating's just not a priority right now, which is okay.
Not right this instant, but trust me, like
it's on your radar for.
I want to get married and have a family.
Right, of course. And you did have, a big relationship, and it's okay to focus on yourself, and you should be so happy and proud of the things that you're doing right now. Yeah. And I think the rest of it and your love life will fall into place.
That's what I like to subscribe to. And I actually, you might quote me on this from the season. I was trying to say I'm not chasing, I'm trying to attract, which I know sounds so performative and embarrassing and brutal. But I kind of mean that. Like I really spent a lot of my 20s and early 30s drinking, chasing, doing weird fuckboy games, playing the person I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
But now I'm a lot more intentional. I don't want to waste someone's time. I try to be more deliberate and just upfront. But I'm like Sierra in a sense. I'm a slower burn now because I really need to trust and feel comfortable with someone. Intimacy and all of that, like I outlined in some of my book, like my past has informed some of my, like I need to be comfortable with someone.
Yeah.
And it takes some time maybe to warm up to that. But alcohol removed that.
Right.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, when I'm sober, like I really need to like get to know you and feel that. So my approach to dating has been a little more like now it's like keep aligning myself in the world I want to be in, which is be healthy and run and work out.
Yeah.
Do social things and align myself in those communities, and I'll meet someone organically.
With similar interests and everything will line up.
Exactly.
Is the thought process like when you have 4 new girls coming into the summer house? Is it like, do you think, could it potentially be romantic with any of them? Or is it kind of like, you know what, no more summer house romances?
I always would say like no more.
Yeah.
But I mean, part of you always would dream like you could be like this, it would be like this awesome romance of the summer, and what better way to like get to know someone than like spend in the house. And
we see how those awesome summer romances really play
sometimes
out.
they don't go so well, but I think I went into the summer saying to myself, I'm not going to do anything in the house. But then like, a couple weeks go by and then you get to know someone and you're like, oh, maybe I would be open to it, which you'll see.
Yeah. Well, hookup happens, and it doesn't have to be the whole long summer.
Correct.
And you don't have to be immediately dating and meeting each other's families like Lexi and Jesse.
But that's what's so hard is there's like this warp speed thing that happens where you go, like, and this happened to me season 1, if you go all the way back.
Yeah.
I had met Lauren and we had some fun. Then the second weekend we made out and like slept in the same bed. And by the weekend 3, her parents are on the porch going, "Hey, Carl, nice to meet you." And I'm like, that's so unusual in a normal world. But I give people credit because sometimes it's like you get thrown into the deep end. You're going with the momentum. It's exciting. It's fun. The cameras are there. Everybody. But sometimes a pause and like taking a breath helps. And I wish Jesse and Lexi did that.
And I'm sure they feel the same. But we are so excited for this new season, to see it all happen. There's so many great things happening right now.
It's a good one, and not to give away too much, but I don't always feel this way. Sometimes going into the seasons, but some people that I love within our show have all said like this is one of the best ones.
Yeah, which is amazing. We love to hear that because I think exciting. There's been some ups and downs, and kind of finding that right formula of people has, it's hard to figure out.
It is. I mean, we've
people
had
coming and going now.
We ask a lot of people that it's over the weekend. It's your summer. It's busy. People have careers and a lot of shit happening. I mean, look at Paige. Like her career's exploded, and her ability to even spend time with us was limited, and that was unfortunate. Obviously, like we love her and miss her. And Paige, if you're listening, come on back. I keep trying to do it in the media, even though I text her and we talk all the time.
Yeah,
but
maybe she'll if there's a next season, maybe she'll visit now because
like
there was a season, there was a break.
Yeah, like a break.
She
can
visit.
A little pop over, come through to like a birthday or a fun
Exactly.
event. But it's hard to find new people because it's a big commitment and it's a lot to ask. But I think you'll meet the newbies, and I really think you're gonna like a few of them. They bring good story. They bring good energy. The fact that, I mean, I miss Paige dearly, but Amanda and Sierra went out a little bit more.
And we did hear
I heard
that.
So
you'll see more of that.
Rumblings.
That'll be fun
Which
to
was,
watch.
and then the bed bugs are still kind of there. Jesse tries to jump in bed and join.
Of course.
I kind of kicked myself. I wish I would have jumped in, but I was I took the downstairs. I took Imrule's old room.
Oh.
A lot of
It's been
history.
washed.
Oh, I saged and power
Oh,
washed
good,
the
good.
whole
A lot of
thing.
history.
Oh, that's amazing.
well-
The orgy beast.
Yes.
Carl, thank you so much. It was so
Thank you.
great talking to you
Yes.
and catching up with you.
I
And
love
we're
you
so
guys.
excited for everything you got going on. There's the podcast everyone can listen to. The book is out, and Summer House is
Summer House.
Yeah.
Come to
Premiering
Soft Bar in
February 31st.
Brooklyn.
Or do you want to give a shout out of where exactly
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah, so Soft Bar is in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. We are right on the edge of Williamsburg. So if you've ever been to like Brooklyn Bowling or
Yeah.
the William Vale,
Yep.
there's a lot happening over there. But my space is on Banker Street and Wythe.
It's a great spot.
We're right across the street from the Rule of Thirds restaurant, which is an amazing restaurant. And then one of my other favorites is called Cafe Pana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have one in Irving and Gramercy.
Yep.
Their second location
It's right there, too.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
next to me.
It is really an awesome spot in Brooklyn.
Thank
It's a
you.
great spot.
I wanted to say one last thing. Congratulations to both of you on not only your relationships and weddings
Oh,
and stuff,
thank
but all
you.
your tour
Oh,
and everything you
thank
guys
you.
do. It's been fun to see you guys.
Thanks,
I mean,
Carl.
Thank you
I've
so
seen
much.
you over the years, but like
I know it's been a little
has
bit
been a
since we
while.
sat
Yeah.
down.
you guys
though.
have exploded too, and like I
Oh,
love seeing
thank
the
you.
tour, and I love seeing you go out there and have fun, and you guys are awesome.
Thanks,
and I
you.
wanted to give you, Fran, some credit because you influenced me,
Ooh.
Abercrombie.
Yeah.
I used to work at Abercrombie back in the day. I was one of those shirtless
Yeah.
idiots. And I haven't bought Abercrombie in a long time again. And you have been doing some stuff with them.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
the way you
But-
guys talk about it, I was like, I'm gonna just, and I got
Their
targeted.
men's stuff is great.
I love it. I'm wearing Abercrombie right now.
There you
so
go.
They do have great.
As are we.
Yeah, we are.
Shout out to AF.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you.
Thank
guys.
you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 205, and we are joined by sisters Sam and Allie. They are from Boston, and we are so excited to play. We always love playing sisters. We like to see if you have that sisterly connection when we play. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling good. Good. We're excited to be on the same page, sister.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah, we played sisters last week. We lost.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Yes, we
that's
did.
just, I'm still salty, but
It's all right.
we're going to get right into it. It's 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest will go first, and we each get our own individual guess, and we will alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Just on theme with the interview, I did About Time.
Nice.
Rachel McAdams.
All right, so one of you will go first.
55, right in the middle.
I'm going to go 78.
I like that guess.
I'm going to go 36.
I don't know. I'm going to say 82.
Ria's the closest, 71.
Ooh. Yay.
I was going to say 68, so there we
Yay.
go. So I figured you were close.
Honestly,
though.
low score for that movie, in my opinion.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
I think it seems like an appropriate score.
You've seen it?
No.
All right, question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Juliana from Boston. The group Bowling for Soup's most famous song is about entitled a specific year. What year is it?
1989. 5. Sorry.
1985.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Correct.
Sorry.
Wow.
Taylor
Almost
Swift
slipped up
on
Sorry,
there.
just a slip up.
yeah. One of your all-time favorite albums.
Yeah.
All right, 1-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 2 to Sam and Allie. Shout out Juliana from Boston again. What ice cream flavor does Olivia Rodrigo mention in her song Deja Vu?
Strawberry? I think so. Strawberry is my final answer.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, tied up at 1. Question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Name this year. John Mayer and Jessica Simpson start dating. She's the Man premieres in theaters. Gnarls Barkley's song Crazy is released.
She's the Man. Premieres in theaters.
2006?
Yeah, I'm between like 5 and 6.
Yeah, me too.
15 seconds.
What were the other ones?
John
Oh,
Mayer and
not
Jessica Simpson start
Crazy.
dating. She's the Man, Gnarls Barkley.
I have no concept of Jessica Simpson and John
Yeah,
Mayer's
yeah,
dating time.
5
yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. 6?
Let's go 6.
Okay, 2006. Final answer.
Correct. I made that one, by the way.
That's a good one.
Wow. No wonder you included John Mayer in there.
I thought, he doesn't get enough shine in our trivia games.
You're
so
right.
let me
You're
put
right.
him in. Although I don't know if he'd appreciate me
Right,
bringing
dating
that back
reference.
up. Especially out of all his exes, I feel like probably they're on the least good terms if I had to guess after that book. So, but 2-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 4 to Sam and Allie. Shout out Anna from Sarasota, Florida. Out of the 4 main characters in the TV show Pretty Little Liars, Aria, Spencer, Emily, and Hannah, who is the only girl that didn't kill anyone?
Spoiler alert.
I didn't know that they all killed somebody.
Definitely not Spencer. She probably killed somebody. Don't you feel like Cam too? Do you think maybe Emily? That sounds right. Let's go with that one. Okay, I think we'll guess Emily.
Incorrect. Ria and Fran.
Aria? I don't know.
What were the other ones again?
Spencer, Aria,
Emily,
Emily,
Hannah.
and Hannah.
I'm torn between Hannah and Aria, but let's go Aria.
Hannah? Which one was Hannah?
That was Ashley Benson, right?
Oh, yeah.
15 seconds.
Let's go with Aria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she... whatever.
Who knows?
Aria, final answer.
Incorrect. It's Spencer.
Oh.
Spencer Hastings.
I was going off them being like Spencer
Yeah.
definitely killed people.
Yeah. Not even on our radar.
All right. It is question number 5 to Ria and Fran.
Not to be confused with Sebastian Hastings. She's the man.
Yes.
2-1 Ria and Fran. Shout out Kim from Boston. A lot of Boston so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
In the show Nobody Wants This, what is the name of the basketball team Noah is on?
Damn. I'm going to be mad when I hear it. It's like...
15 seconds.
Is it something Jewish?
Yeah.
The Messiahs?
Yeah, it's like something about rebounding, maybe. No, ballers.
5 seconds.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have a
Okay,
guess.
time is up. Sam and Allie.
The Matzo Ballers. Final answer.
Correct.
That's a great name.
Matzo
I said
Ballers.
ballers. I just couldn't.
That's a great name.
That is great.
It is a great name.
You guys like matzo ball soup?
Love.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Delicious.
So good.
All right, question number 6 to Sam and Allie, tied up at 2. How many Harry Styles songs have over 1 billion streams on Spotify? His solo stuff.
A lot. I wouldn't even know how many, 5? Less than, more? I think that's a good answer. It's a solid answer. Watermelon 4. All those.
15 seconds.
Number 4. Say 5. Okay, our 5 is our final answer.
Incorrect to Ria and
I
Fran.
say 2 or 3.
Really? I was thinking more than 5.
You think so?
I guess billion is a lot. Not everyone even gets one song that has a billion.
Yeah.
4? 3? Let's go with 3. I feel like Watermelon Sugar's got to be 1.
Yeah. As it was.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
3?
Sure. I have no idea. So.
Yeah. 3. Final answer.
7. This was also a Noah question.
I was never gonna get to 7. My answer was gonna be 6. So
I can tell you what they are. So it's as it was. This is in order from highest to lowest. As it was, 4.2 billion. Sign of the Times, 2 billion. Watermelon Sugar, 3 billion. Adore You, 2 billion. Falling, 1.5. Late Night Talking, 1.1. Golden, 1.
Wow.
falling in there.
I
I'm
was shocked
impressed
by
that they
Falling
got
too.
to
Surprised
a
about-
billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to double. I'm like, this is a million or a billion?
Yeah.
But
Right,
those are the
right.
billion ones. So.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Question number 7 to Ria and Fran. It is tied up at 2. Shout out Juliana from Boston. Again, shout out to her. She sent a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What does BF stand for in the movie White Chicks?
What?
BF.
Bitch fit.
Yes.
Final answer.
Correct. All right. 3-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 8 to Sam and Allie. Shout out Annie from Chicago. In the show Heated Rivalry, what jersey numbers do Ilya and Shane both wear?
Oh, that's tough. That's hard.
So hard. How closely did you watch?
I know. I did watch closely. I loved it.
Like double-digit numbers.
I want to say like 10 or something.
Okay, maybe 1 to 10.
Let's say 10 and
And you got to tell me which is which.
specific one.
Oh, okay.
Let's say Shane Hollander was 10 and Ilya was
5 seconds.
50.
Final answer?
Yeah, finally.
Incorrect. Durinda.
I have no
I couldn't even
idea.
guess. It was were one of them 33? I don't know why that's.
We can just take a guess there.
Shane's 33 and Ilya's
24.
24.
Final answer.
No, Shane is 24.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I said.
Ilya is 81.
Oh, Shane is 24.
Yeah.
24 came to me for one of them, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Fitting that it was Shane.
Yeah.
All right, 3-2, Ria and Fran. This is question number 9 to them. Shout out Jordan from Los Angeles. What actors play the character Aaron Samuels in both the 2004 and 2024 Mean Girls movies?
This is our question.
Yeah, so Chris Briney plays the new one, and then
Yeah, what's his name? Fuck.
I don't know. I don't think I know his name.
Sorry to this man.
Yeah, well, no, when you say it, I'll be like, oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
God, I can see those eyebrows. What the fuck is his name?
All right, time is
Oh, we
up.
know his face,
Yeah,
obviously.
I know.
Okay, to Sam and Allie.
One of them's Conrad.
Well, they already said that.
I don't know the other guy.
Well, that's not
Let's
his name.
discuss the name.
Doesn't have a game name.
Sean.
Are you gonna make up a name?
I don't know. I'm just gonna guess the name.
10 seconds.
No, we don't know.
Pass.
All right, so yeah, Christopher Briney, 2024, and Jonathan Bennett.
Jonathan Bennett.
2004.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sorry to Jonathan.
Sorry, Jonathan Bennett.
Has he been in any other like big roles outside of that?
No.
One hit wonder.
He does a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. He's still working. Like he is a host. He does a lot of TV show hosting.
Okay, it is 3-2, Ria and Fran. This is question number 10 to Sam and Allie. I'm gonna play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Why are you smiling?
I'm not smiling. I'm just very nervous.
Stop smiling. Stop smiling. That's even more. Nikki,
The more nervous I get, the more I smile, so.
stop smiling. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sick of your ginger nonsense. I don't want to see those gnashers.
Do you have any idea? Did you say ginger nonsense? I thought it sounded like Jenny Slate, the girl, but I know this is it.
Yes.
What is that movie? No Hard Feelings. Final answer.
Incorrect, to Ria and Fran.
It's the girl from SNL.
Which one?
Not the British name. The other one. And I'm forgetting her name. God. I have a guess. I'm just gonna go with it. Trainwreck, final answer?
Correct.
Nice.
Wow. Vanessa Bayer.
Vanessa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the place she works is the person's British.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember her being in that movie, but I couldn't remember her name.
Right.
Okay, 4-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 11 to them. Shout out Carly from Lansdale, Pennsylvania. She says, "Go Birds."
Go Birds.
Finish the lyric from Too Cool in Camp Rock. I'm too cool for my dress. These shades don't leave my head. Next line.
Too cool for my dress. These shades don't leave my head. Everything you say is so irrelevant.
Go with it. I have no clue. Literally
Everything
zero.
you say is so irrelevant. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Good pull. I couldn't even. I wouldn't have been able to throw out a guess.
All right, 5-2.
So it's quite the switch up. She's talking about herself, and then
It
all of a
doesn't
sudden
rhyme,
it does.
like-
Yeah,
Well,
right.
Yeah, you follow in my lead. You wanna be like me. It's like she's like, all of a sudden she switches to her
Yeah.
talking about the other person.
Beat change. All right, 5-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 12 to Sam and Allie. Shout out Carly from Lansdale, Pennsylvania again. The children of which 4 Disney villains star in the Descendants franchise?
They're kids of Disney villains. Should we just guess like some Disney villains? Can't even think of any. Yeah. 4, Jafar from Aladdin.
10 seconds.
I don't know. I've never seen the Descendants. Maleficent. Yeah.
3 seconds.
Oh, I think that's all.
To Ria and Fran.
Maleficent is
To be
definitely
honest,
one
those
of
are the
them.
only 2 that I can recall.
Oh, really? Those are, yeah.
Those are definitely 2
So
of them.
Jafar, Maleficent, Ursula?
Ooh, I like that one.
And who's another villain?
I'm trying to remember, like, based on who was in it. Like, who was Duff Cameron? Was
Maleficent.
Oh, and Sophia Carson.
Oh, was Sophia Carson's
remember. I don't
Maleficent?
know.
I
I
thought
don't
that.
know.
What about Snow White? Who's the villain in Snow White?
5 seconds.
Like an evil.
Oh, isn't it Maleficent?
Evil stepmother. No, she's Sleeping Beauty.
All right, time is up.
No, she's not Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, it's Cruella de Vil,
Oh,
Maleficent. You were right with Snow White. It's the Evil Queen.
Evil Queen.
And then Jafar.
Evil Queen. That's Snow White's just Evil Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty generic.
No name.
Yeah.
I want to see Dove.
I've never seen The Descendants either.
Yeah,
I haven't either.
I didn't even know that was like the premise.
The premise
that,
of the
like,
show,
yeah.
of the movies. Yes.
I didn't know that they were like connected to real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yes, Dove Cameron is the daughter of Maleficent.
Of Maleficent.
All right, still 5-2. Ria and Fran, Sam and Allie are gonna have to get the final 3 questions right to send to overtime. And this is question number 13 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Juliana from Boston once again.
Shout out Boston.
Heavy Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the name of the show the kids dance on in the afternoon in Hairspray?
The nicest kids in town.
Corny Collins.
Yeah. Greatest. Yeah.
Corny Collins show.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Correct. That seals the victory.
Nice.
Woo!
Nicely
Love,
done.
love that it was on a Hairspray
Yeah.
show.
Okay, we'll do the final 2 questions, though. It's 6-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 14 to Sam and Allie. Shout out Amy from Atlanta and some from Riley and Rianne. In Friends, what is the name of Phoebe's roommate who is out of town, allowing Rachel to move in with her after Chandler and Monica move in together?
Jennifer?
Just guess the first name.
I guess. We lost anyway.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, I would say.
Incorrect, Ria and Fran.
I have
no idea.
No clue.
Person doesn't exist. She just says it in passing. She's
Right,
like, oh, my
right,
roommate,
my
blah, blah,
roommate,
blah, is out of
right,
town.
Right. And
Ursula. That's her sister. That's her sister's name.
Denise.
Denise.
Okay, final question to Ria and Fran. 6-2 them. Shout out, guess who? Juliana from Boston.
Hell yeah.
What is the date in the show One Day that Emma and Dex always see each other on?
I never watched.
I can't believe you
Or
never watched
read.
that.
July 11th. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit.
That's a good guess.
What do I think it's like April.
Sure. This April
You guess the number.
9th.
April 9th. Final answer.
Incorrect. July 15th,
Ooh, it's July.
which is St. Swithin's Day.
Yeah, I was
So
either
close.
I was at my guesses were July 11th or July 14th. So
Just missed
both
it.
wrong.
Just missed it.
St. Swithin's Day, observed on July 15th, is an English folk tradition predicting that the weather on this day, either rain or shine, will persist for the next 40 days. Interesting holiday.
That
so
is
they celebrate,
interesting.
like they say that like whatever weather that happens on that day is
That's like their Groundhog Day.
going to happen for the next 40 days.
That's what this says. Yeah,
Seems
so like,
unlikely
the
if it's going to
legend
rain,
slash
if it just
prediction,
rains
Right,
every
then
day
it
after.
feels like it would be crazy if it rained
says,
40 days straight.
If it rains on July 15th, it will rain for 40 days. If it is fair, 40 days of fine weather will follow.
Oh,
wow.
I'm sure that this has been proven to not be
Yes.
true every single year.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
This feels like this is a very old tradition.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it says meteorology records show 40 consecutive days of rain are rare in the UK.
Yeah.
Seems like it. Well,
thank you guys so much for playing.
And we're happy about the win because we lost the last one to Sisters, so we were really pulling for a win this time. But we really appreciate you guys playing, and we hope to see you at our show in Boston.
Definitely see you in Boston.
Yeah, just a reminder, all the other people in Boston want to come to our show, you can hang out with me, Fran, Sam, and Allie. So we want to see you there. Thank you guys so much. And when you get a chance, just send Noah your address and size, and we'll get some merch sent to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we cannot wait to talk to you on Monday. Love you.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym, it's not easy.